down.
Hi.
Welcome to the show, Black Bag. We're really good at intros, as you can tell. So last week we had a ton of stuff happen, as usual. We have Ben back. Yay, Ben's back.
Said no one ever.
We just said
You
it.
two.
It just happened just now.
What?
Someone said, "Yay, Ben's back."
Yeah.
I'm back, you guys.
And then so many people celebrated it.
And Megan will be here shortly, within the next hour or so, because
Just
she's
as someone.
Ray, dressed as Ray.
just as Ray.
Sorry to ruin the surprise.
Yeah. And so, real quick before we get started, let's talk about some of. And you were here last week, right? So you guys were here last week. You can recap a little of what happened last game.
Well, we traveled. We met a goddess who had these jackal things that she could have sicked on us, but did not.
Because
Sounds like
Bragi
what
wrote her a
else?
poem.
Yes, because
about
Bragi
love.
wrote her a love poem.
Sounds like my weekend, too.
Jackals and everything.
And love poems.
Yeah.
Austin's a weird place. Anyway, continue.
And let's see, we ran into some ghouls because ghouls just want to have fun. I had to. I'm sorry. Okay.
And the ghouls were all like, one of us, one of us.
Yeah,
and we
they
were
were-
like, no,
yeah.
we're not like you. But
We're
they were
not like you.
They were like, yeah.
You ate people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that happened.
Yeah.
You ate a pea.
The
So
Italian
it's
ghouls.
green. It's people.
The ghouls were offensive Italian
They
stereotypes.
were. They were. And then what else happened?
I summoned,
Oh yeah.
I cast Call of Nyagtha
Well, that was fun. I forgot about that.
and
Yeah.
summoned Nyagtha,
Nyakta.
and we fed him on Froy in order to gain the
I'm
knowledge
sorry.
of where.
Oh yeah.
the
yeah.
that was a big
Village
plot
I'd
point.
like
I
to tell
forgot.
you that
Yeah.
one. We fed him on
He
Freud.
demanded a blood
The two
sacrifice.
games that you were gone for on
found
Froy,
on Froy.
they found on Froy, and then it was like they were fighting each other the entire time, just bickering back and forth.
For those of you just tuning in, Onfroy was my character Grimur's French thrall. He was my manservant.
it's the chair.
We had a bit of a falling out when he decided to flee us screaming when we came to a French town.
Yeah.
He was recaptured, and after that, I just didn't feel like I could trust him.
Yeah.
I felt like he was kind of a dick.
Yeah.
So we fed him to Nyagtha.
Okay.
The game is taking a very
Yeah.
dark
Nyartha
turn.
saved us from the ghouls because the ghouls were attacking the ship.
Mm-hmm.
And Nyartha saved us from the ghouls, but demanded a blood sacrifice in return.
And also ate a few of our friends,
yes,
too.
yes. He was indiscriminate.
Yeah.
With who and what he ate.
But now I have a laser-guided GPS vision.
Oh, is
Like
that
a-
why you don't have your ice ash?
No, because you're probably confused because we went over this in depth the last couple
Without
of weeks.
the ice ash, he's Jordan.
It's me, Jordan, without the eye sash.
Oh.
When the eye sash is on, then I'm Grimur.
Yeah.
But without it, it's still me. The whole time it's actually me, Jordan. Underneath it, it's this whole thing. You'll see when we get going.
Yes,
So confusing.
it is,
Yeah.
totally. And then at the very end, Bragi figured out that these two and Birna
Birna.
and Birna
And you.
and Mangus partook in eating Randy. And so he freaked out, and you guys had to hit him over the head and
Lock
tie
him in the
up.
pinch.
Yeah, put him in the pinch. He's tied up.
And even though he cannot read, he looked at the book,
And
at
yeah,
the pictures, and he's kind of gotten attached to
I'm very
it now.
confused. How does he not know how to read, but he writes poetry?
He doesn't write
He
poetry. He
recites.
composes
He
poetry.
composes it. He
yeah.
Okay.
recites it aloud.
So you have the book right now. The
I have
evil,
the book right
evil,
now
awesome
because
book.
none of them could be trusted with it.
Right. And also, you guys picked up a guide, a merchant named Musa.
Yeah.
And you guys are traveling towards the city of Baghdad, which is it's closer, I believe, to the Tigris, but it's between the Tigris and the Euphrates. And that's where we are right now. So let's really quickly talk about a few things. We have a bunch of tiers. You can donate to doing pushes. You can donate to unlock tiers for certain things to be triggered within the game.
What is a push token, Wes?
A push token is where you roll a skill, and let's say you miss that roll, and you're like, okay, I really want to make this, so I'm gonna push it, and you spend a push token, and then you can re-roll. Now, if you make it, great, awesome, success, great, perfect. But if you don't make it, something bad happens. And depending on what thing you're pushing, it can be really bad. So that's one thing that you can donate for. Also, you can donate for re-rolls for the GM. So anytime they roll something, I can then make them re-roll if I want them to. This has been a lot of fun for me. I enjoy it quite a lot. So that's one thing. The tiers that we have, some of them are for healing players or giving them sand back, which they need desperately. There are tiers for unlocking certain things within the game that won't happen unless they're unlocked by you. And, I've gone over this, I've said this before about you guys keeping on the lights and all that. It goes beyond that, though, because you've got, we give Dom a hard time, but Dom and everybody who works behind the scenes, like Grav and Jordan and Talene and everybody else, they do a lot of work, and so every time you donate, you help them do. I mean, they started in a garage, correct?
Yes.
So they started in a garage. They moved up to a small studio, and now we're in this nice studio.
Look at us now!
Well,
We
but
have cubbies.
But it's important to understand that we're we rely on our chat to help out, and so anything you can do is cool. And we hope you enjoy the show, and that's where we will start. Okay, so last time we left, Bragi.
I just wanted you to be a minion for a while.
Just wanted me to be a minion.
Mm-hmm.
Bragi flipped out, and he went for the crew and got really angry because he found out that one of the Vikings, Randy, had been digested by the 4 other members.
Interesting way of phrasing that.
Yes. Really quick.
I mean, he was no longer with us at this point, right?
Can I talk to Jordan for a second?
Oh, sorry. Hey, Wes, what's up?
Can you
It's
read
me,
off?
Jordan.
Can you read off what Vikings we have left?
Absolutely, I can. So the Vikings remaining on our ship: Anvib, Adelie, Gunhild, Scory, Eid, Thorlog. Harap, the translator, is still with us, I believe,
Yes.
right? Gita is here. That was Kelsey's
beside you.
shield
Oh, I
maiden,
like
always
Gita.
right beside me.
was my favorite.
Magnus, me, Ingveld, Birna, and Musa, a strange merchant.
Yep.
Now, does Musa have one, skinny knee?
Does Musa have one skinny knee?
Is
Sure.
Does he
Go ahead, make the.
Mussolini?
Oh.
Oh, I was going to write that down as a character trait, but I'm going to put my pencil down
let's
now.
not. Yeah, I didn't realize we're.
Time to retreat into a world of fantasy.
Yeah,
Hold on.
I don't know where that.
Mussolini?
No,
Right.
just stop. There's a camera right there with a red light on for you.
He doesn't
to
want
say
that camera.
No, I wanted that one.
I want you.
Okay, sorry.
Extreme close up of Ben's face. All right. So after a few days of travel, you guys get relatively far away from where you got Nagath to come and help you out while taking a few of your people with him, or it. And you feel comfortable that you're far enough away from the ghouls and the crypt and cemetery that they were at. So you pull the boats up on the shore and you set up a camp. Musa says, that you're not far from Baghdad, and you have actually seen some boats going the opposite way from the different cities up the river. You've been traveling for a while. It's taken you, it's not like this has all happened within a week or whatever. So several days between these encounters with these different people has been there. The next thing that you see a lot of is these temples that are kind of scattered. They're broken down old sandstone temples that have been there for a long, long time. You guys just think of them as like old gods kind of thing. And so this is the first relaxing, like nothing's around that you think's gonna kill you, moment that you've had in a while. So is there anything in particular that you want to do? How are you going to deal with Broggy? Are you going to talk with him?
How long has he been in the pinch?
He's been in the pinch for, I'd say, like a day, and then you guys let him out, but you still have him kind of tied up because he was still pretty angry.
We let him out of the pinch?
You'd have to at some point.
I guess that's true.
He's a large gentleman.
Not only that, but it's not like he was Randy or Dunder. You guys respect him, and you're trying to,
Well, he didn't fall asleep and get people killed.
Right, which is always a good reason to eat someone.
Yes.
So
Twice.
Twice.
He fell asleep.
No, that was Dunder. Fell asleep twice.
Oh,
You
okay.
guys popped.
Sorry, we popped Dunder.
It's all got to be, got to remember all the things. So basically at this point, you guys have set up this camp, and like I said, it's pretty, the area, as you're getting closer to the
Is that cicada?
cicadas, as you get closer,
7th year.
there's that way too much loon.
Is
There
it
we
getting
go.
closer?
Exactly. I can just change it. As you guys are getting closer to the Tigris, you're getting closer to like the Fertile Crescent. So you're seeing a lot more vegetation, a lot more trees and whatnot. So what do you guys think you'd want to do while you're taking a break? Anything in particular? Or
I might check and see. Magnus, how are you feeling?
Fine.
I said, well, it sounds like it's still there.
do you want to catch them up real quick about what your ailment is? Because we didn't mention it.
Your situation.
Your situation.
My situation. I have a giant gill in my midsection. Kind of mouth-like. I've been able to breathe, slowly turning into a fish person, one assumes.
Right, as one would. And you also have the eye on your back.
Oh yeah, that old thing. But I haven't been. I've treated it kind of like how Greenmere has treated his. I've just been wearing shirts, so I can't see.
It helps.
That's true.
Have you noticed any other strange changes lately, Magnus?
No, I've been keeping it pretty low key. Have I experienced any more changes?
Has he experienced any more changes? Wes?
No,
Wes, have I experienced more changes?
when you were around, and I actually should have you do this. Can you, because you saw Nagath as well, and I'm going to have you do
You're gonna-
a sand check for that
Sure.
retroactively, because that anything else I just let slide, but that one was seeing a
I want everyone to know what my current sanity is like 37.
yeah,
Oh,
it's
wow.
bad.
That's
I
so
thought he
bad.
was asleep.
What are you at?
29.
Oh no.
I
Yeah,
know.
he's cast a few spells and
Cool.
taken a few hits. So you're okay?
Am I rolling over my sanity?
Under.
No, I'm not okay.
He's not okay.
I'm not okay.
Okay.
Not okay.
I'm not okay.
58 over my 37.
Cool. Well, not cool for you, but thank you for letting me know. That
It's fine.
That was more of the cool. I was sorry.
It was an apologetic cool.
Character-wise, I have a giant gaping hole in my stomach area.
So it makes
Well,
sense.
it goes
Breathing.
it goes around your back, right? So
Right.
it's like
You remember there was I think it was like either a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or a real Ghostbusters character that like had a mouth in his stomach.
Well, unless you're talking about Krang, it was probably a real Ghostbusters.
It was real Ghostbusters, maybe. It's one of those toys that, like, you press its back and it went, nah!
That sounds like real Ghostbusters.
Look that up.
And there was a
Look
tongue
that
that came out of it when you...
Yeah. So imagine that. That's what I imagine when I'm thinking of madness.
Except it's the opposite of that. It would be like if you leaned forward and something came out of your back.
So let's see how many points you've lost.
Okay.
Danger die.
That is 11.
Oh.
Why? Wait. Why was it a 20-sided die?
Because it was a mythos god deity.
Cool. All right. So I am now at 26.
26. Okay.
Why does it cost only 5 magic points to summon
Something that horrible.
that, and it costs me 8 magic points to fill one person's lungs with seawater?
Yeah.
This doesn't
And
make
fish.
sense.
And fish.
And one fish.
That's something I'd have to look up.
Right, guys? Tweet at Chaosium. Why this is. They'll know what we're talking about.
Vus is das.
What is that? So yeah, you've been. That would be one thing that you've been dealing with for the last few days is just trying to figure out. You know, you saw some of your friends get sucked up into this mouth thing.
I mean, as much as I didn't appreciate Onfroy, because French, it was disturbing to see my little pal
at the same time,
sacrifice his lifelong, I was assuming, lover.
He was nonplussed.
I was too. Yeah.
He was nonplussed about it. Nonplussed?
That's a new term that we're trying out. We've invented a lot of things lately, and I think it's going to work out.
It was a term I heard from Onfroy. He was totally unaffected by it.
He shouted it quite a lot when he was being devoured.
Use this word in my memory!
Non-plus! He's just like, wait.
It's such a French word, right? I'm trying to...
So yeah, you've been dealing with that, just the sight of the destruction and the fact that your friend here has, I don't know, I would say your character has become more withdrawn recently and definitely seems to be doing more magically inclined things.
Oh, I
as
miss
time.
But I'm feeling a lot more confident.
Yeah, I miss my skittish little buddy.
Yeah, he's not as skittish as he used to be.
I can put fish inside of people's bodies.
So can I.
It's a lot easier for me, though.
Is it?
Race? No,
Everyone's like, oh shit.
Has he developed any more mutated?
Not yet. Not that he.
Because I stayed away from magical seals, right?
So far, yeah, you have. So that's all been good.
That's promising, at least.
Yes.
Well, you know, try and keep it moist.
Moist.
I don't know if that's what you're supposed to do, but
Yeah.
maybe try it.
Don't let it dry out.
What's at the top of that giant tree that looks like a palm? I'm going to call it a palm tree.
Oh, I could see that because the palm of a hand. Yes, that's great. We should add that to the list of things that we would be remembered for.
Palm tree.
So, okay. Anything else you guys want to do while you're in this kind of restful place before we move on?
Just restocking,
Does anyone need
resting
healing?
and healing up. Yeah, I might want to do some first aid on myself and others.
Okay, so just really quick, game-wise, the reason they're still alive is because of chat and because of the fact that you guys can donate to get points back for health and sanity. In the actual Call of Cthulhu rules, recovering from wounds takes weeks, if not months. It's way more realistic because they figure, you know, you're playing a 1920s game. Vikings are a little bit more, you know, you guys probably would have died a few times. Definitely last game, who came closest? I think you.
Bjorna,
Yeah.
I did a little
She
bit.
like had her guts coming out.
Yeah,
so.
she was on the verge.
So,
Bad time.
so for the normal, you know, for when you don't have chat, you would have to like stay here for weeks and weeks on end to get stuff back. And
that's of in-game time,
That's
right?
an in-game
like
time.
we just play where we're just sitting around.
yeah,
like
you'd just
having
be like,
tea.
oh, okay, 3 weeks later, you start back up the quest, because
Oh, I
you had
didn't
to
know
wait.
you had to role play for weeks.
You just
Yeah, you
weeks
have
and
to do
weeks. You have to
several,
have to.
several sessions. You just get together and you're like, oh, the news today is.
With GURPS, you could do that because you have a job. So it's like I'm a short order cook. So for these 3 weeks, I'm going to go be a short order cook, and then you make your rolls. You can do it. Why not?
Because that makes for great role play.
Yes.
Flip the burgers and reset the timer.
So how long has it been
hood
since
down.
our last encounter, though?
It's only been a few days. So first aid is really to stabilize you after like a major wound
Okay.
or something like that. Well, like I said, you'd have to find some kind of. You'd have to stay here for a while, which is an option if you guys wanted to like say, hey, we're going to stay here for 3 weeks and we fast forward and you get some hit points back. That's
I
your
feel
choice.
fine.
I mean, I'm fully healed, so.
I'm only down 2, so I'm okay.
I don't know where.
She's probably fine.
Yeah.
She'll be fine.
She'll be okay. So, but that is a choice. I mean, it takes 2 seconds.
I mean, I'd like to get a coconut or something. Is that in the Tigris, like in that?
Wrong kind of
area?
palm trees.
Yeah.
Is that on offer here? Is that?
Is it-
No, these are more
coconuts?
like date palms.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Can I get some dates?
Sure, but make sure that there's not a small monkey with a hat and a vest near them because they're poison.
Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark.
I was thinking it was Aladdin. Like there was maybe like some alternate version of Aladdin where Apu was poisoning people.
I'm sorry, what, Dom?
The movie is just called Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Yes.
Has it not been retroactively retrofitted with an Indiana Jones and the prefix?
You don't recognize any retroactive.
Yeah. It's like saying Han didn't shoot first.
So you're making choices to ignore new canon. I
yes,
see.
absolutely.
Well, that's your choice.
It is.
Anyways, sorry. You were
the right
saying about
choice.
Aladdin.
Yeah. So Apu killed people in Aladdin?
Yes. It was horrible. The director's cut was really bloody. They went all out.
Can't wait to see the live action version. Anywho, I don't want dates.
All right.
I think we're good.
Okay, cool. So that night, you guys retire and everybody falls asleep. And where do you have the book?
I just have it like in my little satchel pocket thing. I don't know that I have on my person.
Okay. So everybody else goes to sleep and you're starting to fall asleep and you get a kind of like hot, piercing pain right where the book is. Just kind of go into your side.
Okay. Well, yeah, I moved the thing.
Okay. Give me a power roll. Roll against your power.
Okay.
Those chairs.
Sure. The chairs.
Oh, wow. My power's 80, but I rolled a 98.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
Oh, wow.
I believe that's a critical fail.
It's pretty bad.
It's pretty bad. You
I'm
have
powerless.
this overwhelming urge to open the book and start looking through it.
Do I have any way to
Do you have
resist it?
pushes?
No.
No pushes, so she can't do anything. Ha! So,
Open the book.
I guess I have to now.
Join us.
I said your words.
Were there any table pushes?
I don't know.
I think
Megan
we
keeps
used
track
them
of
all.
that, but I think we used them
Thank
all.
you, Kristen Lidke.
Thank you very much for the donation,
Yay,
Christian.
Thank you.
Yay, thank you.
Okay.
Don't look at me. Don't look at me.
I can't read it.
Thank you for opening.
I'm illiterate.
All right.
Would you like to know more?
The book has an automated menu system.
It's the
You've
first
noticed if you
edition of the
read-
Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, so it's like
Yeah.
really.
It's all an iPad. Oh.
I'm evil.
So you're looking at the book, and several of the pages start to change. The ink reconfigures itself, and you see yourself in a battle with Brenna, and then you see her struck down in another page. And then she's getting pulled down into the ground, and there's nothing you can do to stop her from being pulled into the earth, okay? And you go to the next page, and it's just a picture of you, incredibly old, and completely withered, just with shredded clothes and not your normal armor and shield and all that. And you get this overwhelming sense of despair. Give me a sand check, please. Ooh.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Different dice, and I still rolled a 98.
Well, you're lucky because Christian gave each of you a push. Whoops, sorry.
Delightful.
Thank you.
Thank
Christian.
you.
Thank you very much, Christian.
So it's up to you if you want to push a sand roll.
I think I'll take the hit.
You'll take the hit. Okay. You take 5 points. Well, come on. You've got like 75.
I know. 70. I am now at 65.
Thank you, BSB Gare.
Busby Care, thank you.
Yay.
Busby
Thank
Care.
you.
Follow Beachy
Yes.
1297.
Yeah.
1297.
Be careful with some of the follows, just in case. We had we had a few.
We got follow botted a ways back. and
Yeah.
There were some weird names coming up. So
Yeah.
now,
Things that
because
were wildly inappropriate
yeah,
to read aloud.
Yeah.
because some people like to just break things. Now we have to look at these nice, genuine people that follow us and go, hold on, if I say this out loud, is this going to sound incriminating in some way? No, it's fine. Thanks, Beachy 1297.
Woohoo!
Oh, gross. You just said Beachy.
What? No, it's fine.
Yeah. So give me a roll against your intelligence.
11.
Oh, great.
So you fully understand that the book is talking to you, and you don't want to give it up now. You need to know what else is in the book, and you want to understand the symbols. And right then you look up, and way off in the distance, it's pitch black out there. I mean, the stars are out, but it's not all that bright. And way off in the distance, you see what looks to be the ashes of a pipe light up in the darkness and then fade out. Okay.
The embers.
Like in the sky or in the distance on the land?
In the distance on the land.
Okay.
BSB Care is giving you one push.
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you, BSB Care.
I appreciate it.
So, what do you want to do?
Well, someone's watching us then.
That's what yeah.
Yeah.
Do you always feel like someone's watching you?
Like I have no
It
privacy?
always feels like someone's watching you.
Oh.
You know 80s songs. You're going to love this game.
That's all I know.
If you sub-vocalized references to things.
Well, I
else
wake
think
up
that-
Magnus.
Okay.
What?
This burst of air comes
What?
out. I threw up a little in my mouth.
Look over there.
Huh?
In the distance.
I
Can
don't
see the
see
pipe
anything.
again?
Yeah, every...
Oh.
Yeah, it lights up just for a moment. It's about 20 or 30 yards away.
Is the air blowing from that direction?
The air's kind of gentle. It's not blowing hard at all.
So we
in
can't
any direction.
smell it?
Yeah, you can't smell it.
And that's into the land?
Yeah.
What do you want to do about it? I don't know. We could circle around it. Catch him by surprise.
We should wake the others.
No, leave them sleeping. We don't need their help.
I just don't want to leave them unguarded while we're gone. So maybe wake one other.
Let's wake up Beer Nut.
Okay.
Beer nut!
So
I'm angry and have a sword.
Okay, so
I'm going
we
to put
wake
this
up-
dagger to Grimire's throat.
We
All
wake
right.
up Beer nut and leave her on watch. While
So the three of
we do
you,
a classic pincer maneuver.
You guys are dicks.
you guys go out, right?
Well, it's just the two of us.
No, I thought you were taking
No,
No,
Beer Nut's guarding
She's guarding
the ship.
the ship.
people
Oh,
who are
okay, that makes
sleeping,
sense. So you go out, and
But like this.
yeah, and the thing.
Hey,
Jay Regular, thank you very much.
Regular.
Thank you.
Fiber.
Every time. If you want to give me a reroll so I can screw his life up, I can do that for you, Mr. Regular.
He didn't go to DJ school to be called Mr. Regular.
Anyway, so you guys go and you see the flame go up and down as you're going around, and then suddenly it disappears. And you get around the corner, and you see Musa standing there, and he's tapping on his thing, and he looks at you guys and goes, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to wake you. I thought I was far enough away from the camp."
Why are you out here?
Smoking,
You can do that on the ship.
but we're not on the ship. I can't wait to go back on the ship to smoke.
You can do that wherever we're at.
Is it a problem for me to smoke?
No.
No, but you
That's
should
what
let
I'm
someone
saying.
know where you are.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize.
With the things we've experienced, it's dangerous to walk off alone.
Of course, of course. Of course. Well,
We introduced the buddy system for a reason.
The buddy
another
system
Viking.
never fails.
another
Viking,
Viking.
it's a
We
Viking
invented
thing.
that. We invented the buddy
Yes,
system.
it's the buddy system.
We call it the beauty system now.
Beauty.
Beauty.
All right, so DJ Regular is giving the table 2 pushes.
Thank you very much, DJ Regular.
And then I'll put that other thing over there. That's not for me. Megan's getting one when she gets here.
Okay.
So I just didn't want to worry you and think that he
Seem
gave
pretty
me a-
defensive about it.
But don't don't get angry because I got something. It's not for me. It's
Okay.
for Megan. Okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Don't be that way.
I'm not away.
So why are you really out here?
Smoking.
Musa? There's no reason to be all the way out.
I didn't want to wake anybody up.
Can't sleep.
Sometimes it's difficult in these lands to sleep.
Why?
Why? Have you seen the creatures that have popped up recently? With this boat seems to be cursed. Aren't you worried about all the things that happened to you?
You get used to it.
All right.
Ew.
Well, let's go back to the. Let's go back.
To the
So,
camp. You go first.
oh, okay, I can understand why you're so concerned.
And while we walk back, let's talk about why one of your knees is skinnier than the other.
Stop it.
No?
No,
No.
not doing it.
Fine.
We're not doing
Because
it.
while he's
I can't-
walking, it would be Musa limpy, and that's just wrong.
Oh God.
Fine.
It's funny. Today, I told Dom that I thought that we were doing a pretty good thing and not doing so many puns, and we're just really falling off the wagon here tonight.
I didn't know that was one of the goals, is to be punless.
Not punless, but I guess a little bit more serious than we had talked about that from whatever.
right.
But we're
Right.
in the Mussolini trail right now, and we can't get out of it.
Sorry.
Sorry, Dom. Anyway, so you guys are following behind him, and you suddenly get this horrible pain in your stomach, and you can't breathe, and your gill is opening up and closing rapidly. What do you want to do?
What does your heart tell you?
Yeah, what does my heart tell me?
Right now, you feel like you need to be in the water. Like your
Then I
gill
run
is
to the water.
acting
Yeah.
that way. So you run in the water, and there's you jump in
Yes.
face first, and like I said, it's pretty black because there's not a lot of moonlight out, and you're looking down, and this
Crocodile comes out, I swear.
as the water goes into your lungs.
Yes.
You suddenly feel yourself kind of detached from your body, almost like you're in another spot.
An out-of-body experience?
Yep, an out-of-body experience. And below you is one of those fish creatures looking up, and they've got this long, black, stringy hair, and these huge eyes that are a little offset, and scaly, really large teeth. And it reaches up, and you can see something pull him into the water. And it wraps it, it's like it takes you in full-on kiss. Like kisses the side of your face with its mouth, kind of attaches to your...
Like a grouper?
kind of like a grouper.
lamprey?
Like to the sides of your cheek.
Like a grandma?
all the way over your nose. And starts pulling you down into the darkness. And you suddenly see him go underneath the water completely, and you feel like your body is starting to stretch a bit into this, muck. What do you want to do?
Do I have any control over my body right now?
You do. Yeah. I mean,
do.
what would you like to do as well?
I'd like to-
first, give me a sand check.
Sure.
You into this, or
Totally not okay with this.
Okay. All right.
And you can't scream because it's got its...
So you take 3 points.
23. Down on the 23.
race you to the bottom?
And also because of the teeth into your chin and everything, you are going to take some damage.
God.
4 points.
All right.
That's a lot.
So
a lot of
9.
points.
I'm at a 9. There.
So yeah, what do you want to try to do?
I want to punch it. I want to
Like punch it in the head?
Yeah, like
Okay, give me a brawl roll. I think your brawl was pretty high, if I remember correctly.
my brawl was pretty high. I don't remember what it
It was probably like at least a 60.
No, I'm going to say it was probably in the 70s.
Yeah.
I'll just say 70.
Yeah.
Never forget your dice bag that has your character sheet.
Yeah, you got to have your
not-
character sheet.
It's not fun. Whoa, boy, I'm going to push that.
Is that a 90?
It's a 90.
You're pushing it?
I'm pushing it.
Oh no.
I'm pushing it.
Dire consequences?
So there, the push worked, and you saved your ass. So go ahead and so you're punching it it's basically non-lethal damage as you're smacking it.
I mean, I'm still...
You're
my
still
strength
dead.
is at a 70, and
So-
I'm punching its gilly face.
Well, and you're panicked. So roll a d4 and then add in the +1.
Alright. Just trying the D4. That is a 4.
Okay. So you hit it, and when you hit it, its teeth that are hooked into your jaws kind of move a little bit, and more blood kind of comes out of your face as you're, sinking into this black pit under the water. And but it starts to let go of you. Meanwhile, you've been running the distance. What do you want to do when
Well,
you get
can
there?
I get to him?
Yes.
Okay, I mean, a weapon's going to be useless in the waters.
Well, he's right underneath the top of the water.
Okay, so-
and it looks like he's getting pulled down, and there's something grabbing onto him through his clothes and stuff that are pulling him down.
Do I have a clear shot at hitting the thing?
The thing is floating beneath him, so no.
So no.
You'd have to stab through him to get it.
Please don't.
So I'm
Hold
gonna
on.
Hold on, let's work
I'm
this
gonna
out.
try and grab him and pull.
You're gonna try grabbing
Back
him.
then, yeah.
So give me a strength roll, and then
Is this in the ocean or
no,
in
this
a
is
stream?
this is a stream, like a
Okay.
little lake.
I made it. Excuse me. 49 under my 65.
I rolled an 8, so it's got a hold of you, and you're freaking out. What do you want to try to punch it again, or do
Can
you
I-
want to try to push it, like pull it off or something?
So, explain to me again how its teeth is like this. Is its face like this?
Well, like okay, here's its mouth, right?
Yep.
And it's like turned to kind of the side, and it's like this over your face.
Can I bite it?
You
From
can
the
bite one of its
inside?
tongues.
Yeah,
One of its tongues.
Yeah.
yeah. How many tongues does it have?
I will roll for that for fun.
And which date is this that they're on?
4.
That this is?
It has 4 tongues. I'm gonna bite one of its 4 tongues.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
aggressive because the
Probably,
fourth
like,
tongue
I'd
is
wanna try to
definitely
find the
for, like,
thickest
you
of its
know,
4
at
tongues.
least third
4
base.
tongues. All right, go for it.
You never go
Oh,
full tongue.
is
You
that a
never go
brawl?
4 tongues
That's
on the
I'll
first
say
date.
that's a luck.
Is there a chew in there?
I'd say that's a luck,
Okay.
and I don't remember what your luck was. I
Luck-
think it was like a
is-
60.
Yeah, it was high.
55?
No, it was a 60.
Okay.
Luck was 60. 27. So either way, I'm
So
lucky
you-
enough
you-
to hit one of its 4
You
tongues.
like get into. It's very rubbery, and it pops
Sure.
out in your mouth.
Sure.
Yeah, why?
Because,
Sure.
you know.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to swallow any of that.
Why don't you give me a luck roll?
Well, he could consciously not.
He's
you know.
he's going.
I'm
He's
still
being.
I'm lucky at not swallowing.
Okay. Well. Okay. So let's.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I don't see a problem with that.
For every single thing I'm doing now. So what I'm assuming, because his mouth is completely attached to my face, is that I bit off its tongue and I'm now spitting down its throat, its own
Right.
tongue.
You're spitting the tongue back in its mouth.
Into-
You're Frenching it with its own tongue, man.
You have a twisted imagination.
Sometimes. All right.
All right.
So it chokes on its own tongue.
Oh, okay, okay.
And it lets go.
Like it, love it.
And then his head kind of bobs up out of the water, and you can kind of grab and
Grabbing him,
pull.
getting him out of the water.
And as you're pulling, you feel Musa grab him as well and help pull. And you guys pull and fall backwards
Yeah.
and land on the ground.
I'm gonna continually spit
Okay.
for a while.
Yeah, and you've got just like teeth marks on your cheek that are just blood is
I'm a
coming
handsome
down.
man.
So
But they're symmetrical. So it looks like it might have been a ritualistic thing
Cool.
when they start.
or that he's just a Viking with bad luck.
Yeah. How's
Can I
my
start?
breathing?
It's much better now.
It's pretty good.
So I stopped breathing because this thing was trying to get me into the water.
Yeah. Yeah, it was calling to you.
So I want to make sure, because you know how some of the fish people left little things. That is, I want
Little barbs?
Yeah, I want to make sure there's none in his face.
Can you give me a first aid roll?
Yes, I can. And yes, 32 under my 71.
There were no barbs left. I'll give you 1 point back for because she's stopped the bleeding and everything like that.
Thank you.
That was frightening,
Do we have any beer?
of course.
I need some beer.
Musa says, yes, I have some with my provisions as well. We can
Thank you.
So you guys go back and you drink some, and you finally get some sleep. And the next morning when you wake up, you notice the book is gone. And there's something in your, you have the satchel you were talking about is off to the side, and you can tell it's been moved.
I look at Grimnir.
Grimir?
Do.
Grimure?
Messing with sticks. Yes?
Where's the book, Grimure?
Last I knew it was in your safekeeping.
It was. I got pulled away. And now it's gone.
Well, that's worrying. Perhaps you were not so fit a guardian of the book as you assumed you would be.
Perhaps you took it while I was distracted, Grimure.
I assure you I didn't.
Look me in the eye.
I am
With your
as
one eye.
much as I can.
I
Do you
don't
want to
trust-
check the satchel?
Yeah.
My satchel?
No,
my
hers.
satchel. Okay.
When you reach your hand and you feel something wet.
Well, I would have just opened it.
Well, okay.
Okay, so I look.
The smell of rotting flesh and blood comes out.
I dump it.
You can hear a thud of a book wrapped in a large piece of skin. It looks like it's probably back skin, just off of someone's back.
I check my back.
Your back's okay.
Fantastic.
No skin off your back.
I've got your back. Okay, go ahead.
I get that.
Puns.
Shut up.
Is it the same book?
Yep.
It's just got a different cover now.
No.
Butterfly wings.
Someone took it out, wrapped back skin around it, and put it back into your satchel.
Oh.
And there's words scrawled on this back.
Well, I can't read the words.
Yes, you can. It just says us.
Everything okay?
Can you give me
No.
a sand check?
Is that us?
Yeah, there's like 4 symbols for
I made
S.
my sand check.
Okay, so you're still going to take
30.
2 points.
Okay. Rightfully so.
Do you want to look around the area?
Yeah.
Okay. Give me a tracking roll.
No, I did not make my track.
Okay, so you check around, you don't see any footprints, you don't see anything that would, that came from this way or whatever. They were able to get pretty close. If they wanted to, they could have attacked you.
Yeah. So I called these guys over to.
Do you put the book away
Conference.
before you call them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you find it?
Yes.
What?
It was wrapped in back skin, human back skin. And
How do you know it was back skin?
It was big.
I'm Viking.
Oh, fair point.
I've gladly lived my fair share.
It was big and there was no nipples.
Black bag Ed Gein. Anyway, go ahead.
And written, for some reason I could read it.
You can read?
Just that word. It
Now,
said,
just real quick, you
us.
have noticed that the longer that they're around the book, the more they seem to understand certain things in the book, even though you know they're illiterate. So that's just, I don't know if you've picked up on that.
Sure.
But
it said us.
Us what?
Those things that attacked us. They were on our boat last night.
well, no, that was a few nights ago. Remember? The attack with the
No, if they got to my book, they're.
you guys are on the shore right
Oh,
now.
okay, so they were in
in
our
a
camp.
campsite.
Okay,
yeah.
so they were in our
This is the
camp
next
last
morning.
night.
They were in our camp, which is definitely not on the boat. We don't camp on the boat, and now we know.
We don't camp on the boat.
We don't camp
No.
on the
We
boat.
don't.
camp
We
on the
don't.
boat.
No fires on the boat.
We don't do that. They were in our camp,
They were in our
which
camp.
is not located on the boat.
Not on the boat.
Well, that's upsetting. I did not see or hear. I mean, they appear to have left no trace that I can see.
Other than this.
And my face.
What did happen to your face?
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay.
I am haunted.
Well, how are they following us?
I
tracking
don't
the
know
book?
if they're tracking the. I mean, they deliberately wrapped it around the book. So they're either tracking the book or our scent.
Why do we have this book still?
Well, originally they were hoping that if they took it back to the City of Pillars, they could fix you.
Yes.
Cool. Let's keep this book.
I think so too.
Obviously,
Glad we're in agreement.
Yes.
well, one of the other living Vikings probably goes, well, we should probably...
Which one of the other living Vikings?
Let's
Probably
do...
Gita.
Yeah, Gita. We should move. If they know where we are, we should leave.
Well put, Gita. You'll sleep with me tonight.
Perhaps we should spend.
No thanks.
Perhaps we should spend a few days out on the water, and maybe we'll lose them.
Good point. You'll sleep with me tonight.
Hooray!
You're sleeping next to him.
Magnus, wake up! You're sucking me in again. My foot.
That's my hair. That's my hair.
He's like a pool filter.
A weird robot that just climbs around the bottom of a pool. Sorry.
You're the first Roomba.
Vikings invented those. Yeah, but yes, perhaps they're just following us from the shore. If we spend a few days out on the water, maybe they'll lose track.
Okay. So you guys get on the boat, and the next few days, you're not, you just stay on the boat, you take shifts.
Before we get on the boat,
Okay.
leave the back skin on the shore and burn it.
Okay, so you just throw it in the fire,
Yeah.
in the campfire. Okay. So you get rid of the back skin, and you start, there's
I
a
like my back
sentence.
skin extra crispy.
It's like,
No, thank you.
so you guys spend the next couple days, and every once in a while, even though you tell the rest of them, you look out and you'll see glimpses of 5 or 6 of these creatures a little way from the shore, a little far back, even though you're traveling at a good clip, following behind you, and then they'll disappear into the darkness or into the shrubs or whatever. And so you'll tell them, hey, these things are crawling, but they never seem to see them, right? You seem to be the only one that sees them.
Where are we sailing right now?
You guys are headed towards Baghdad.
Right, but are we on the ocean or are we on a river?
You're on a river.
Oh, okay. Well, then my plan won't
Predecessor
work.
to the Tigris.
My plan won't work.
Yeah.
'Cause I was trying to get us away from shore.
No. There's shore all around.
Yeah.
At least 2 sides.
I mean, at least the Tigris is huge rivers.
Yeah, it's pretty big, yeah.
You know.
You just aren't there yet. You're in one of those small
Tributaries.
offshoots. Tributaries.
Tributaries, yeah.
Are you still seeing your brother?
He's been quiet, but he's been around.
We were just siblings.
I hate you. I mean, we weren't related, so it wouldn't be weird if I
wouldn't
was
be-
seeing
yeah.
him. But
I mean, that would be our choice, but that was not the choice that we made. Yes, Atar is still here. And others.
Okay.
all right,
So that's fun.
So,
crowded in your head.
you guys travel for a couple more days, and you come to one of these larger trading spots. They don't seem to have a cemetery anywhere nearby, which kind of puts you at ease. And Musa says, we can reprovision here. Let's go ahead and get off the boat and see, how many more. I don't think we have many more days till we get to Baghdad. But obviously we can't spend the next week on the boat without getting some more stuff, because it's been a little while since you guys have been able to get things. So you get into town. Anywhere anybody wants to go in particular? Do you guys split up? Do you stay together? What's the deal?
I mean, if we're reprovisioning, we'd probably need to split up just to economize our time.
Okay. So you guys go to the bazaar and start getting food and whatnot. One second.
What are we bartering with?
Well, you guys had like furs and different types of weapons that you had brought with you that you can. Weapons are really, if you sell a sword, you're going to be able to barter for a lot. And so you guys had a lot of stuff that you took with you. So bartering is not hard.
Okay.
It just takes a long time.
We kept it all in the pinch.
Sure. Yeah.
We barter with the sword.
Well, and you got to figure when you got the other boat also had a lot, and then you ran into the Roos Viking who gave you guys a leg up.
Do both boats have a pinch? Or does just our boat have a pinch?
Just your boat.
Yeah.
Special.
It's a special. It's the Knight Rider of the Viking boats.
Well, I built this specifically for us.
Turbo boost on your boat?
No,
Yeah.
but we do have oil slicks. It's basically me vomiting off the side of the boat.
It does functionally nothing in the water.
Oh no, no else.
Through it or around it, it doesn't matter.
All right. So you guys are walking
reacting in
around,
some sort of way.
and you notice that somebody's following you. They've got on these heavy, dark linen clothes, and they're kind of tailing you.
Me?
Yeah. As you're looking around the bazaar.
I'd like to do one of those sneaky moves off into a corner. Like, follow a natural pathway off into a less crowded area.
Okay.
And then, like, go around the corner and see if they follow me through.
Okay.
So I do that.
Okay. So, yep, sure enough, they follow you right into an alleyway.
Okay. Then I grab them by their dark linens and slam them against
Okay.
so I'll say, why are you following me?
When the hood kind of falls back, it's this grotesque-looking ghoul thing that you have encountered before.
They're real bad news.
Yeah.
They're strong and deadly and feral.
Okay.
Just a heads up from what you remember from that time that we fought them when you were totally
A couple of
there.
weeks ago.
You were totally there.
You were totally there.
So I'm afraid of this thing.
Well, I don't know.
No, you just don't underestimate it.
Yeah. You at least have a healthy respect for it.
You got it.
Yeah.
Why are you following me, ghoul?
Friend.
Sorry.
Friend. You know what friend is, right?
Your friend?
You are my friend.
Okay. What do you want, friend?
Food.
No food here.
There's lots of food here. It puts to all the people walking by.
I don't care about these people, but why are you following me?
You're one of us.
Not one of you.
Of course you are. I can
No.
smell it on you.
What happens out of desperation isn't necessarily a choice.
You have a marking on your stomach. The
What?
gill.
No, I don't.
Okay, we'll get back to you. So you're looking around and starting to get provisions and stuff, and you also get that sense that someone's following you. And there seems to be heavily Oh yeah, I forgot the bird's in this one. It's followed you all the way here.
Damn bird.
You sense that there is a few different people kind of following you in this square. And they're, like I said, they have on hoods and everything else. They kind of look like Anglo-Saxon monks. You've seen
many?
those before. There's about 4 in the crowd that you can see, and they're at different places.
Okay. Are they just following me, or do
They
I
seem
notice them
interested in
following
Grimir as
Grimir?
well. 2 of them are closer to the dock.
Okay. I try and very, nonchalantly just keep my eye on them while I'm bartering, but I'm looking for Magnus
All right, cool.
and Grimir.
Cool. All right. So camel.
That was a camel.
Yes.
So watch out, they spit.
They do.
That was a callback to the Aladdin thing from earlier.
Yeah.
And now we've come full circle.
I don't want to know what happened to that camel in the version of Aladdin he's seeing.
Yeah.
Never breaks.
So Musa comes up to you as you're. What are you doing exactly? Are you walking through the
I'm
bazaar?
walking around and looking at things, but
Okay.
keeping. I'm not responding to people. I like these shoes. I don't want to not have these shoes.
So you don't want to barter away your
I
shoes.
do not want. I learned my lesson from last time. When I
Okay.
accidentally bartered my shoes for a terrible bird.
So Musa comes up to you and says, "You need to step out of the bazaar for a minute.
Why?
Something's about to happen."
What's about to happen?
Oh, I think Megan's about to show up, so that's about to happen.
Who
I
is
believe.
Megan Musa?
Take off your thing, Jordan. Jordan,
What? Ah! The illusion!
the illusion's broken.
Jordan, you've been sitting next to me the whole
If
time.
It's been me.
If it is Megan, I want to wait a second before this happens. So.
Well, I don't get to have my interlude
You do, but
because Megan.
Yeah, Megan.
Being married sucks.
So he
You
goes.
have to share everything is halved.
Was that Megan? Is Megan here? Because I don't get to do anything until Megan comes into the room.
I didn't
Is
say
she
you
coming
don't
into
get
the
to
room?
do anything. I just thought they were bringing Megan in. So. Okay.
Does she have a call?
So Musa says, "You guys should." He goes, we should step out.
What's about to happen?
I believe there's about to be a fight.
Well, I'm not going to get in a fight.
And that's why I say we should step out of the bazaar.
All right.
Come with me.
Well, I'd like to stay here so that my friends know where I am
Your
and I know
friend,
where they are.
your friends are. We're just going to be walking literally right over to the.
And if
to the
there's
dock.
going to be a fight, then they might be involved. Perhaps I should find them and warn them.
No, don't. You don't want to warn them.
Well, I do if there's going to be a fight.
Look. The fight needs to happen.
Why?
I can't tell you right now. You need to trust me.
I don't know you.
I know you don't know me, but you need to trust me. If you alert them, there needs to be corpses made. And the only way to make enough corpses is for a fight with a bunch of Vikings to happen.
What?
Those creatures that have followed you and say that you're like them, they want to create corpses. So they're going to start a fight in the middle of this bazaar.
I mean, kill people? They want to
Yes.
kill.
That was last night, right?
Even when she doesn't have a real sword.
She still has a sword.
She still has a sword.
Yay!
Hi.
Hey.
Hey!
Well, we can hear you
Therefore, they can hear you.
Oh, is that how that works?
by the transitive audio properties.
Transient.
Bard 1975. Thank you for the follow.
Yay.
Did you go to Chick-fil-A just for a thing of water?
No, I ate all the rest of it already. Okay, hold on, I have to become beer now.
Hold on, guys.
This is
She's
So
Vikinging.
while she's doing that, he goes,
there.
look,
Now
we
I'm
should.
good.
Do you want to be in the fight or not? If you want to fight, that's your choice.
I
But I'm
don't-
just trying to warn you that it's about to happen.
You're being very confusing and
I'm trying to
weird.
help you.
Well, I don't want to go anywhere with you.
Don't you want to get the book back?
The book's not going anywhere.
Look, I'm trying to help you.
I don't know you.
Fine. And he walks off.
Okay.
What are you gonna do?
What am I going to do?
Yep.
I'm going to walk around and keep an eye out for violence and keep an eye on my shoes.
Give me a idea roll.
No, these are my shoes. No. Idea roll.
Yeah.
I can't. I'm sorry. I got a 94 over my 85. I'm going to push.
Okay.
I'm going to push it.
Oh, this is from DJ Regular.
Ooh, thank you, DJ Regular.
41.
Cherish it with my life.
Okay.
I think I have an idea.
Okay, so sure enough, you're looking around and you're seeing four or five hooded figures who are just kind of milling about and making a circle around. Now you're in the alleyway.
I still have my ability to Hulk out.
The berserk thing, no. You do enough damage without it anyway. You do have an axe by your side. So they, just real quick, they spent the night at a campsite a few days ago when the book was wrapped in a piece of backskin, okay, and put back with a note.
Backskin?
Backskin.
Who's backskin?
You guys don't know?
None of ours. We checked.
Yeah.
Oh, so you guys didn't like find somebody and be like, I need your backskin. And
No,
Yeah.
we didn't do it.
We didn't do it.
Right.
Okay.
It wasn't
Ghouls.
us.
It was the ghouls.
So anyway, the ghouls have been tracking them, and now they're in this bazaar that's completely full of people. And you're in the bazaar. You haven't noticed them yet because you just showed up. But you are milling about. Your mom is not far away. You don't see Mangus has disappeared, and Grimir is looking at his shoes and around.
If I don't keep looking at them, someone
A bird will appear?
take them
A bird.
and give me a bird.
I don't think that's how that works.
Well, you weren't there last time.
So what do you, go ahead and give me, just like them, I guess, do you guys have,
Well, he had his idea roll.
he did. I'm just wondering if she's noticing the
Me?
same thing, yeah.
An idea roll?
Or perception, or,
What was his idea?
Do I have perception?
that's true, I should have used perception on him. But is your perception higher? Do you have a high perception?
Perception
or-
is not
I don't
a
have
skill
perception.
that we.
You guys don't have it on that character sheet? Okay. So we'll just do idea then. So yeah, you think about what Musa says, you look around, you see that they're there, you see how they're lining up.
Ding! I have an idea.
Okay, so
One,
you,
two, three, nice.
yeah, same thing. You're noticing that these now there seems to be like 6 of them.
Okay.
And if you figure, a large enough bazaar with, 50 different small vendors and tons of people packed in there, you're just seeing them kind of do this like mill circle thing.
Is anyone else responding to them outside of us?
You don't see any guards.
And there are other people in the bazaar, right?
Right.
And they're just like, do they seem to see them?
Nobody
like-
else is as attuned to danger as you guys are, it seems like.
But don't these guys look like not human and
But they're
weird?
covered
They're
up
wearing
in
black linen.
like, they look like monks almost.
Okay, I see. Okay, so I see them, and I notice that the guards are gone, and we're all together, right?
You're not all together, you're
No.
at different parts of the
Am I
bazaar.
by myself?
Yes, you're off on your own.
Then I would probably try. So I assume this is like we're in a town.
Right.
And then I assume there's what, like forest or desert or something?
No, you guys are getting closer to the Tigris, so it's actually, there's a lot of bushes and high grass and that kind of stuff.
I would try to see if I could circle around behind them, basically.
Okay.
Kind of get away from them being able to follow me.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay. Smack,
Sorry, smack. You guys love that, right?
So, this thing pushes you up against the wall and yells, "You're one of us," and it starts to go for your throat. What do you want to do?
I want to chop its hand off.
All right. So, what's your dex again?
My dex is 50.
It was 50? Okay.
I think so.
Everything okay over there?
It was me.
Oh,
I thought your dex was higher
thought it
than
was like
mine. Mine's a
65.
no.
55.
Okay.
Froggy's
65.
dex was higher,
Yeah.
I
right?
like it. 65.
We'll leave it at 65. That's fine.
This is
Yeah, 'cause I
team building
usually
my
have-
character.
I do know.
All right. So it misses you. You like move out of the way, and what do you want to do?
I pull my axe and try to chop its arm off.
Okay. So give me a roll.
That is a 14 under my 75.
All right. Let's see if it can. Boop-a-ba.
It's a camel, actually.
It's camel. So, yep, you hit because you guys tied. So,
Cool. 7.
all right. So you slice into it, and this you don't cut off its arm, but you cut pretty far in, and it kind of gives out this horrible growling yell sound, and then suddenly
There you go.
one of the ghouls that's closest to the outside of the alleyway starts to dart towards you. Okay?
Okay.
So it starts pushing people over, and like it's purposely hitting them in like the face and the throat and stuff, so that it's knocking them over and causing horrible wounds for them to bleed out. And it's coming right for you. What do you want to do?
Well, since I've been watching them, I'm ready. So
Yes.
I get my axe
Okay.
and I want to kill it.
Right.
So roll.
Yep. Because
Ooh, it's a 92 over my 64.
not so much, eh?
Yeah, I don't hit him.
Okay.
I mean, should I push him?
Maybe you should.
I don't feel it's dire enough of a situation yet. That's
Yet.
why.
Makes sense.
Yet.
But I mean, there's 2 others on the table.
2 whole pushes.
You guys are a bunch of pushers. Okay, I'm gonna try it.
Okay.
We're push pushers.
Yes, 18.
You nailed it.
All right. So
First one's free.
let's see. I rolled a 3.
Oh,
So
Oh, come on.
come
Do it
on.
again.
A 3 under what?
just a 3.
If it's a 3, it doesn't count. You have to roll again.
Let's see.
That's
So
rules.
that's not rules.
That's
It
rules.
is.
It's a 3 under 40%.
And yours
Mine
is
is
an
an 18
under
under 64.
Math hard.
37, and then
40.
46.
46.
numbers now.
So yours is still better.
22.
You were trying to attack, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So that's the same. Okay. So I got an extreme success with an 8, under an 8%. Did you get an extreme?
Extreme, that's the 5%, right?
Yeah.
That would, no, I did not. I missed it. That
Okay,
was 6.
so-
But I got a hard. I did.
You got a hard. I got an extreme. So he
Journey.
he dodges
Okay.
your thing.
What a jerk.
Yard.
Flirking.
And then he rolls a 5 for his attack. So you
Goodbye.
have to
So I
hit a
have to-
hard,
Okay.
an extreme actually.
So I'm going to use my shield because it is much better than my dodge.
Yeah, me too.
Everybody is using shields today.
Shields are important. This is Vikings. So,
Yes, 24 under my 69.
Okay. Is that okay? So you're going to take your shield is going to take the damage.
Right.
Okay. Smash damage. Okay.
This push is not for you.
What? Yeah, it is.
This push is not for you.
All right. So it does. Dice everywhere. It does 2 points of damage to your shield. Now, at this point, everybody freaks,
Okay.
right? And it's like being caught in just like a washing machine or whatever of all these people running kind of around and bumping into you and hitting. It makes it very difficult for you guys to fight within the bazaar. And when that happens, the other creatures that are kind of out on the side, they start grabbing people and killing them, right? So they're using the distraction to take people out, okay? You're getting bumped and jostled and hit very hard as people are pushing, trying to get out. And you've noticed that they've closed off a few of the roads, a few of the exits, so that people can't make it out. And on one side, on the other side,
The ghouls have?
you believe so, but on the other side of one of the fences is Musa, just like off in the distance, and you see him smoking his pipe.
Okay. I want to dive behind like a bazaar stall
Okay.
kind of thing.
Okay.
Get out of the way of all the masses of people.
All right. So you jump behind one of the stalls. Okay. What are you gonna do?
I mean, there's a ghoul still in front of
Yeah, there's a ghoul still in front of you.
I'm going to keep at
All right.
Google.
So go ahead and you get your attack, then it will get its attack. And then we'll go into the normal order.
46 under my 70, or 49, sorry.
Okay.
75.
So you're trying to cut it again? Okay, so you've got a hard success, or a success. All right. I did not get a success, so you hit. Go ahead and give me damage.
Another 7.
Okay, cool.
Nice. Max damage.
Damage.
Okay.
Did I manage to get out, like, behind them?
You did. You're behind them, but the problem is that there's so many people running in all different directions. There's not a clear shot for one of them.
Could I somehow use the people as stepping stones?
You mean
Like,
grudge?
kind of.
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
You can, like, I don't think you can walk on people, but you can definitely.
I don't know.
You can move people out of the way.
Yeah,
Don't do it.
I figure I could. It would still probably hurt.
It would hurt pretty bad. Yeah.
What kind of roll would she have to make to walk on people?
Like extreme success.
Did I do it?
Nope.
Nope.
62. It was worth a try.
Few people are like, oh, it's large Viking on my back.
I just elbow people instead. Or I'm just like pulling on hair.
Yeah,
like,
you're just pulling like, get out so I can step on you.
let me put my foot on your head.
So you're gonna start moving people?
Yeah, I'd probably like barrel through them. I mean, if they're blatantly attacking people, yeah.
Yeah. So
Time for
give me-
glory.
Give me a just a strength roll as
Okay.
you're rolling past people.
13 under my 90.
Yeah, no problem. You're just whoa, get away.
Just feel
They're
like
like
you're doing
butter.
this.
Yeah.
Swimming.
And so you get up to one of them, and it turns to you and says, "No." Do you attack
and
it?
I say yes and stab it in the mouth like this.
With her antimatter blade.
Anti-matter blade. Yeah.
Is that what you guys call it? Nice.
Sorry if that was way loud. I tried to keep it away from you.
Go ahead.
Anyway,
So make your attack.
I will. 26 under my 75.
Okay, yeah. So you hit.
Okay.
Whoa.
11 damage.
Okay. Wow.
Well, I mean, it's powered by Kuiper.
So when you hit this thing, the black blood comes spewing out of it, and it looks hurt pretty badly. You like cut into its chest.
Oh, I went for its mouth.
You went for its mouth.
Right,
So
you know, kind of like if you have the right angle. It's
oh Lord. Okay, so
Tastes like Kyber.
Kyberlicious.
okay. So yeah, you slice into it and get its cheek, and a bunch of blood comes down.
Blue raspberry kyber.
you won't be saying yes anytime soon.
Okay. So
He said yes, and I said no, and now he can't say yes anymore. Was the joke?
Oh,
Oh.
okay.
I thought it was.
Ben didn't
I
get
thought
it.
it was a consent thing.
I thought
Yeah, me too.
I thought it was
I
like
know. I saw the look on everybody's faces.
I thought it was just like a non sequitur action movie line, like you won't be saying yes anytime soon.
Realized I had to explain the
Let
joke.
off some steam.
Bennett.
Remember that last time I told you couldn't say yes? Well, now you can say yes no more, I think.
That's what I said.
You said I'd die last. I lied.
I lied.
All right, so yeah, this thing's like blood is coming out and it's freaking out. Yeah,
My dude took a 14 damage.
yeah,
Yeah, they're tough.
they're tough. Actually, let me figure one other thing out for yours.
Okay.
Okay.
Camel. It's a sad camel. We talked about this.
Just thought it was like,
In the background.
yeah, I thought it was a crashing airplane.
I don't think I've ever seen a happy camel.
You haven't?
They just seem.
Well,
Those
not
are-
in
those
captivity.
are llamas.
No.
Llamas are
In
happy
general, even in the wild, they all look very cranky.
They're like Eeyore. They're all Eeyore.
I mean, would you be happy if you were a camel?
I think I might. I got my water on my back. I'm good.
What if you knew you could do more with your life, but instead you were just a camel?
Yeah, especially like a camel at a kid's party.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you don't want that.
Yeah, that would suck.
You're just like,
Okay, so
You know, thoughts to think about.
and then they went off on 30 minutes of camel material.
so you
Subscribe.
so you this thing starts stumbling back and is trying to get away from you. Okay,
I like to imagine though that my sword is still like.
you
through
can
its head.
totally imagine that. That's fine.
It's not
keep it
really
that way.
happening.
Yes.
You can imagine.
All right, so what do you want to do?
Still attack the one that's right in front of me.
Okay.
No, I missed.
All right.
72.
It's going to try to get you. Yeah, it hits you pretty good. That's an
Unless
extreme
I
success.
hit, my shield.
Okay. What'd you get?
61 under my 69.
So you get hit.
But my shield takes the damage.
Right. Your shield takes 8 points.
Woo!
Oh.
So you still have a shield?
Barely.
Okay. All right. So you've hurt this thing pretty bad, and it's shaking with pain, and it.
Does my gill stomach have teeth?
Oh, God.
Just asking for a friend.
Your
For a
other friend
friend.
who has a gill mouth
Yeah.
in its belly, in his belly.
Those are just a gill.
It's just a gill.
It's not a maw.
No, it's not a moth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So
All right, fine. I guess I'll just axe it to death.
you want to try hit it again?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll give it
Axe
a.
what you can't eat.
Let
21.
me ask you something.
All right. Nope, you hit. Nope, damn.
Oh.
2. Okay, so this time you hit it, and it convulses and falls and slumps over.
Yeah. Cool. I run over to the next school. That's
You're gonna have to
killing
like
harmless-
go through people.
That's fine. I'm gonna Fezzik it.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Explain.
well, just so you know, as I'm leaving the collapsed school, I step on its head.
Okay.
Finish the job.
I
Yeah.
just want to crush it.
Right.
No, Fezzik. Everybody move!
Oh, yeah.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I'm part of the goon squad now.
Okay. Cool.
You are the best one.
So yes, just imagine I have a cattle catcher in front of me,
Okay.
and I'm just moving people.
Okay. Cool.
I mean, I'm no 90 strength,
Yeah.
but I'm still pretty big.
So let's
We're big
just
family.
roll against your, I guess, appearance, which you don't have.
Yeah. My appearance was initially 40. I'm assuming it's lower now.
Give yourself a bonus die, though. I'm guessing because
For
I like
intimidation,
intimidation.
yeah.
What
Okay.
would you know what your intimidation is? And
Intimidate.
this is why you need your character sheet.
Yeah, I don't think it
Yeah.
was. I don't think it was.
If you
Yes.
haven't put anything into it, it's 15%.
Yeah, I think it was probably 15%.
Okay,
I don't
cool.
think I put it.
Go ahead.
13 either way.
Wow!
You
Wow!
rolled double 13.
So let's say that your intimidation is probably pretty good, and people start to move out of the way.
Yes.
All right. Right then, Ramir, the cart that you're behind splits in two as someone lands on it, and they're choking, and they kind of lean their head back, and you see blood kind of dripping out of their mouth, and they die.
Okay.
And you realize that this cart's no longer a good place to be behind because it's been busted.
I moved to another cart.
Okay. Can you give me like a stealth or some kind of? Do you have stealth at all?
Everybody has stealth.
But I mean, what is your stealth?
Baseline
Is that
stealth.
what you want? Okay. So if you're trying to hide at all, you'd have to make a stealth roll. If you just want to run to the next cart, that's fine.
Yeah, I'm basically just taking shelter. I'm not
Okay.
trying to hide.
Okay. So for moving through a bunch of people, okay, let's just say you do it. You make it across.
Because I still have shoes on, I can
You can run.
Yes.
move and just
Makes
kind of
it,
shift
you know.
positions.
Is there anything else you want to do, or you just want to hide?
I'm just hanging out
Okay.
in this stall cart.
Okay.
Cart stall.
So that brings us back up to the top. Now you've got this sword in this guy's chin,
Yes.
face chin.
I want to basically go like this and either cut through the thing or take it with my sword. And if I take it, I'm just gonna slam it on the ground.
Okay, that's
This
going to
is
be
even more dangerous than your normal sword antics.
Yeah, it is.
It's a lot larger.
And louder! I won't turn it on.
All right,
Okay.
it's turning into monarch. Go ahead.
That's a 44 under my 75.
Okay, so you can definitely hit it again, or just do more damage, but you can't do a over the
if
head
my-
unless you want to try to push it.
If my sword is still,
You're pushing
I
it
can't take
back.
Sure. But I could either go further in, right? Or
Right.
cut out a cheek, maybe go both
You could do
ways.
damage, definitely, but you couldn't do an up and over the head.
Stick your sword in someone's mouth and just.
It's called the blender.
It's Viking
We
dent-
invented that.
it's
We
Viking
invented it.
dentistry.
Yeah.
Hold still.
Got a lot of cash.
Wow.
Sorry, everybody. Okay, anyway.
You're getting glares from Dom.
I'm sorry. I have so many things on. It's hard to keep track. Okay, hold on. Rolling damage. 8.
Okay, so yeah, whatever horrible mouth blender thing you do, you kill it,
Canal.
and it falls to the ground.
Periodont.
Right
Wipe
then,
off my sword.
a second one comes to the side and hits you, or to try and hit you. So I hit unless you.
I would try and block with my shield.
Okay, so you're doing this and you do this kind of move.
Yeah.
Okay, so give me a roll.
Ooh, 97 over my
Oh, that's
Yeah,
no
that's
good.
not
No.
Do you want to push or do you want to take it?
How much damage have these guys been doing?
A lot. Push it?
She got hit once for 8.
How many points?
I mean, her shield
My
got
shield
hit for
took it.
Yeah, for 8.
Right, but if I
You're not. Your
didn't
shield is not
succeed-
taking this.
Right.
You're doing it.
Let me. I'll push it.
Okay.
Be nicer. 58. Okay, that's under my.
Okay, so your shield is going to take the damage.
Okay.
7 points.
Oh, that's the rest of my shield.
So your shield bursts and
Shatters.
it just shatters. There's pieces of wood flying in the air.
Okay. I'll find a new meat shield.
And
You're not helping our case.
What case? We've already eaten a person. Come on.
One
It's not a
time.
necessity. It's not a habit.
You eat one goat.
So you're near one. What you finally got in through? What do you want to do?
Attack it.
Well, give me a roll.
I wanna invite it to coffee.
She
figure
likes
out what its life plan is. 50.
Okay. Is that a success for your attack?
Correct.
All right.
Under my 75.
Excellent. All right. Oh. Yeah. No. Okay. So you hit it.
No. 6.
Okay. Cool. So you do 6 points. You heard it, but it's pissed. Turns around, kind of looks at you, and tries to grab onto you.
I showed my stomach.
Okay. It hits unless you don't have a shield, correct?
I do have a shield.
Are you going to use it to block, or what are you going to do?
It's either block or dodge.
Or luge.
Luge. There's always luge.
Is luge? Is luge?
We
a thing?
invented it.
Well, it's really a
No.
luge in it.
How does luge work?
I mean, are you on a hill?
No.
Well, then it's not relevant to this particular.
That's fine. I'm gonna use my shield.
Am I on hill? No.
What am I using? I'm using my dex though still, right?
Well, you have a shield. If you had your character sheet, people, education,
Yeah, I mean honestly,
Honestly.
for real, like you
you need to bring your character sheet. That's just
Don't-
one of the
don't
basic
leave it.
things.
Rule number
don't
one.
leave it at your office thinking that I don't need everything that's in my bag.
Yeah.
Who would do
For
that?
those of you that are new to RPGs, it's very hard to play them without your character sheet.
Very difficult.
So,
Let's just say it's
I mean, I can role play like the Dickens, but when it comes to
yeah,
okay,
like the Dickens.
the Dickens.
Go ahead. It was
am I
the best
rolling
of
for?
times. It was
Well
the worst of
done.
times.
You're
Am I rolling-
well-known
How do you
duo.
use your shield? What is
You roll under shield.
Yeah, you just roll under shield. So whatever.
Okay, so
He
I'm gonna
doesn't
say
know
that
what
it's
his
62.
shield is.
I did not roll under my shield.
Okay. And you don't have a push, but there is a table push.
Do have a push.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Well, wait. It hit you unless you used your shield. So do you want to push it, or do you want to take the damage?
he's pushing it. We'll just put that in the table push.
No.
Okay.
40. It's under my shield.
All right. So your shield has 15 points, like hit points, basically, and it just took 6.
Blink.
All right. So that brings us to Grimir, unless you're just hiding.
Well, I want to. If there's a bunch of, I hear a bunch of creatures that I assume are in cages. Are they nearby?
Yeah.
I would like to.
Like the chickens or the whatever.
Sure. I would like to
whatever,
release
ducks.
those things. Yeah, the ducks. I would like to release,
Release
as many
ducks.
ducks as
Ducks
I
as
can.
possible, so
I
you
want to
said
release
that.
angry ducks.
All right. So you.
If there are geese, that would be awesome.
I only see ducks for some reason.
I mean, that camel. It's probably
The camel's sad. You can tell that camel's clinically depressed.
It's
That camel's
a
not going to
very-
do shit.
It's a depressed camel. So
If you want to have depressed camel in your for your play sessions, go to Play Mail Games.
depressed camel. Oh. So what do you want to do
Try and still hit the one that's in front of me.
that you haven't been able to hit?
Because it keeps
Well,
rolling incredibly well for some reason.
Oh.
Yes, I hit 47 under my 64.
Yes, you did hit.
Hooray!
Hooray!
Wes, do you do custom tracks on Plate Mail Games?
I do.
Could someone commission the sound of fun things happening in the background while a camel sounds sad
Yes.
in the foreground?
That could totally happen. I
like
can do
it's a
that.
carnival, and then there's a depressed camel.
Totally. Just
And just one. Can you do a crying child, but like very distant in the background?
absolutely.
You're just in the background.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you have severely hurt it. Like I said, you guys see a lot of broken bones and blood. It's going to try to take your head off. Let's see. It hits unless you can. You going to dodge?
Yeah, well, I mean, I
Ah.
don't have
Rat ducks.
Siffatrex!
Siffatrex!
a...
You've returned!
I'm
thank
going
you.
to try
You
and
said you summoned him with the depressed camel bit.
Yeah, I totally did. Thank you for your donation.
Yeah.
It's very cool.
I'm going to try the last of my shield and then absorb whatever else.
Okay.
Yes,
Nice.
25 under my 69.
All right.
Numbers
Oh,
are
grow
fun.
up.
Numbers are fun.
6 points to you.
Okay, so that's 2 to my shield and
The
4
rest to
me.
you. So, Dom,
I'm at 6
Michelle.
points of HP.
Okay. So yeah, it slices into you and like blood starts to kind of pump out of your shoulder because it's close to a artery. So. All right. So that brings us back up to the top.
Oh, to me?
Yeah, this thing tried to hit you from the side. You were kind of disoriented. Unfortunately, because everybody has kind of fallen in around you, you both are going to be at a disadvantage to hit each other. Okay.
I really want to cut off its legs, so...
That's really hard. You can, but you're going to take out some innocent people if you do that.
Well, instead of cutting off its legs, can I just go, like, down and then up?
Sure.
Instead,
My
basically?
favorite part about her role playing is that she shows us
Oh, yeah,
the
it's
moves, which is awesome. You
Stab.
stab and you bring up. Can I do this
live.
really horrible thing to this person's crotch? Go ahead.
They love it. What? No, that's a 94.
That's very high.
There's 2 other pushes on the table.
Okay. Come on, be better. 58 under my 60, or my 75.
So normal success, correct?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so you hit.
Yes.
Do damage.
All the damage.
Do crotch trauma.
Crotch trauma.
That is... You get caught up in the... 6.
Okay. So yeah, you hit this thing and slice up, and it lets out.
Can't tell what I have a lightsaber. I have to turn it on.
Slightly frightening.
I just like Jordan's reaction.
He lives with me.
This is true.
All right, so it's now going to try to grab your throat, and put its claws into
It
your.
can try.
Oh well, those are the 2, not the right dice. Roll the right dice. It misses. Okay, so that brings us to you. What do you want to? I know what you want to do. Do your. Are you going to attack this one? Obviously, go ahead. Shut up. Take it to Starbucks.
55 under my 75.
All right. It blocks.
Oh, does it?
Yes, it does. So now it's going to try to hit you.
Break its blocking arm.
Hit you unless you can dodge, or you're doing shield, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I still shield.
You still shield.
Yeah.
Okay. So Gamir, you look up and you notice that Musa isn't where he was just a few moments ago.
What's going to the ducks? Like,
2 points off your shield. Yes, you're releasing all these creatures out.
I'm trying
and
to like just cause
there's
like even more chaos.
There's like tons of chaos at this point.
Okay.
Depressed camels.
Yeah, he's not moving.
At that moment, this thing that's been on, attacking you. What do you? Go ahead and do your attack. How are you attacking?
My axe.
Okay. No.
Yes, 49 under my 64.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, you hit.
Okay. Six points.
Okay. So this thing drops, right? And and you feel a hand on your back.
I turn around really quickly, ready to fight.
It's Musa, and he goes, "I found a way out.
Okay.
Do you not want to leave this?
What about the others?
We can get to them."
Well, let's do it.
I think the scared one is over there letting out gooses and ducks
Okay,
and
so I go and I grab
turkeys.
Grimnir as best
Just
I can.
ducks. Yeah.
you're
Okay.
running turkey.
Hold on, there's a few more ducks. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
You open it, they're just like, they don't even leave.
We're good.
Okay. And I don't know if I'm close enough to signal to them or. If they,
In the chaos, it's going to be really different. Why don't everybody give me a luck roll to see if they see it? But do it with a disadvantage because you just add an extra 10-sider.
She already has me, so I can do it, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
you don't. No. Okay.
93.
No. So you guys don't notice them.
There's too many ducks all over the place. Obscuring your vision.
Too much blood.
can I make it to either of them or? Can
Yeah,
Musa-
but by the next round.
Okay.
Okay.
I get Musa to start taking Grimir back. And,
All right. So Grimir says, "Come with me." I mean, Grimir. Musa says, "Come with me. Let's get out of here."
I'm going to go get Virna and Magnus.
Oh, I'll go with you.
Oh, okay.
You should come with me.
I don't like you.
But you're in danger here.
I'm always in danger.
If Grimir doesn't like you, then he's not going with you. Let's go.
Into the ducks.
All right. So
Not to be confused with the ducks.
you guys,
And I putter over
Musa
there.
goes one way. You guys go the other. Okay. So please don't do that. We're back up at the top. Go ahead.
So, is this guy in front of me still alive?
No, he dropped.
So,
What do you
the
want to do?
two are gone.
The two are gone.
Is there anyone else?
There are a couple of others, and then if you scan the crowd, you can see that he's got He's got one in front of him and one coming up behind him.
I'd probably go after one coming up behind him.
Okay, they're far enough away. Do you want to do something drastic, like throw something at it, or
I
or do you
mean,
want to try to get through the crowd?
the only thing I have to throw would be my sword.
Okay.
So, yeah, I would probably. I mean, are you saying like I won't make it before it attacks him?
Don't you use a bow?
No,
Nope.
none of us have that.
No range of weapons.
You have a bow.
Where?
Well, spears, but no
Where?
bow.
It says
But in the game, we don't have any.
I do have a bow on my sheet. Look at that. I have 50 in it too. Yeah.
So you want to.
No
not my
arrows,
weapons.
just a
no
bow.
arrows, just a bow. Real
But
quick.
Oh my God.
I think what happened was when we originally started, we had said, you asked that, and we had said in first season, oh, you guys don't have bows, and then because bows weren't really a big Viking thing at the time that we're playing, so, but they weren't known for their ranged weapons.
No, she could have put those points somewhere.
Yes.
So there are still a bunch of people in the way.
Yeah, you can get through them. You just have to make a strength check. It just means that he's gonna get an attack on him before you can make it.
Yeah.
Or you can throw something and maybe do damage now.
Throw this duck. They have very sharp bills. So
These are Middle Eastern ducks.
sharper, even sharper.
Yeah,
We
for some
all know
reason.
that. They're pointed.
Okay.
They crack through coconuts.
Pointed birds.
Dates, man, dates. Anyway, go
You
ahead.
gotta cut through the hard outer shell of a date.
It's really difficult.
Really, what I want to do is like slide. I want to like run.
But
push
there's
through
tons of people.
I know. Can't I just slide under legs?
You were 75.
I'll take like 20 people with
It's like you slide and you just see people like bump up as you're going by them, like some kind of
me.
wave.
It's a cartoon.
I'm gonna say no to that. I'm
Okay.
sorry. You're not the rogue that you're used to playing.
I will run and just push people out of my way.
Okay, give me just a strength roll.
Yo.
11.
yeah.
That's an extreme success.
Yeah, you know.
I
people
slide at least
flying
under
out
one
the
of
way.
them.
All right, so this one is coming up from behind you.
You tripped someone and counted as a slide.
Success, I say as I run by.
Nailed it.
I'm like, yeah, you're right. Thanks, guy.
Okay. And you hear it coming for your back. I'm going to give you a chance to turn around and use your shield if you want, but you still have the guy in front of you.
I also have an eye on my back.
True. I forgot about the eye on the back.
Yeah.
So, is it covered up by clothing, or do you keep it out so that it's able to look around?
I mean, it's usually covered up by clothing. I would assume in my struggles, like maybe
jostled
Yeah,
free.
maybe it's just like peeking out. Like I have a little
Jostle.
We also invented tearaway clothing, so if
Yes. So sure, why not? You see,
I rip off my tunic, exposing my gaping maw
There's an intimidation
gill.
factor right there.
so this thing's coming up behind you, and you can see it with your one eye. It's kind of hazy because you hurt this eye, so it's
that's
not
right. Yeah,
it's
it's
not completely clear. But it's about to attack you, and it got an extreme success. So what do you want to do? Do you want to defend against the one in front of you that's about to attack, or the one behind you?
Can I sidestep so they hit each other?
Like a dex kind of thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can roll against your dex, but yeah, roll against your dex. But like I said, he got an extreme hit, so you can do that. It's gonna have to be really good.
I mean, it's pretty great, but it's not a success.
It's 69 over my 65. So
So do you you can push if you want.
I mean, there's one push on the table. There's just
And
one
you need an
button.
extreme.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be hard.
Go for it.
All right. Grimir says go for it because.
Oh, you're gonna push it?
I can see the future.
Yeah. So.
What's that?
Oh no,
That's
you
a-
did it wrong.
That's an 80.
Oh,
Just
so
said
they
it.
both hit you guys. They both hit you.
Yeah.
That's not what you were supposed to do.
Yeah. No.
You did it wrong.
Well, that would have worked.
Okay, so here's what happens.
Hold on, let me get ready.
You see the palm of the one behind you reach for you as it covers your eye, sinks into your back, and pulls out the eyeball
Yeah, sure.
and rips it out. Meanwhile, the creature in front of you slashes your throat, and blood just comes spewing out. And you see this as you're crossing. He gets hit really hard. The eye goes flying up into the crowd, probably to be dined on by a duck. And
Yeah, they can get through
they
that.
can open a coconut and/or gate.
With their razor bill.
Their razor bills. You take 10 points of damage. How many points do you have?
Bye.
So he falls over, and
I'm at 0.
they start to snack on him like he's a Lunchable. And
They're ripping off pieces.
They're
and
ripping
other
off pieces.
and putting them together like a sandwich.
basically,
But there's one part of you that they're like, I don't want any of that. I'll save that one for last.
That's the sweaty ham part.
okay, so we'll get back to you in a moment.
Sure.
You're making your way through. You see this happen because you're looking for them. Magnus falls. Pieces of him are being eaten.
Magnus!
That's also the name of this episode. Is Magnus Falls.
Magnus falls. What I need you to do real quick is, because this is a major wound.
Yeah.
Let me see 1 second.
Is
this Make the sure- end
of Magnus?
It may well be.
Next time.
No, you'll find out right
Okay.
now.
Do you have? You did not have a major wound before this.
No.
Okay. So that means that you need to make a con check, because you actually just go to 0. You don't go to negative
Right.
numbers. So make a con check to see if you stay awake.
Nope.
Okay. So you're unconscious.
Yep.
Probably for the best.
Yeah, I mean, as I would want to be.
Right.
If I'm being
Focus on the eye pain.
Okay, so right now you're officially dying, and then we will see if first aid is administered to you quickly enough, you will be stabilized and you might be okay. But we'll see what happens with what goes on. So, yeah, you see him fall, and they start attacking your brother, and like putting their finger in the eye hole and
Oh, really?
yeah,
I see
they're
this.
ghouls, people. They're
I
ghouls.
see this with the crowds and
Yes.
everything. I see this.
Yes.
And all the ducks.
Actually, you guys should give me sand checks because this is a close friend.
It's a relative.
Relative, yep.
I am unfazed.
Me too, actually.
Wow,
I am
you
too.
rolled really well.
Yes.
Ow.
I'm thinking at least he'll go
Wait.
to Valhalla.
Right.
None of my family cares that I'm being eaten.
No, we care. We just know it was a good death because it was in combat.
Okay.
That's true.
So,
And I'm just thinking in my unconscious, maybe I can come back as a big breasted troll.
go ahead and what are you?
Well, I mean, I'm figuring Magnus is lost, so I'm going to make my way to Björna
Okay.
to try and get her out of there.
Okay.
I want to run over and try and help Magnus.
All right. So you guys kind of split up, and as you're going one way,
Well, she was already, so.
I'm heading.
yeah, you're heading towards, but you're still not right next to each other. And as you're going, this thing steps in front of you, and it just grabs onto you.
Okay.
And
It's not one of the ghouls.
it's one of it's one of the ghouls, but it's not attacking you. It's just restraining you.
Okay.
And it starts to just really breathe heavy on your face, and it goes, it's got like I said, it has a really hard time speaking, so it says stuff like us and stay, but it's not letting you out of its
I'm
grip.
sorry, I can't understand you out of the sound of all of that
Dude.
fish coming out of your mouth.
You're gonna try to cast the spell?
Yeah.
Okay.
You trying to drown the undead?
Well, they're not undead.
They're just gross.
They're just gross.
Super gross.
Ghouls aren't undead?
Nope. Ghouls just eat people. In D&D, they're undead,
Yeah.
but in other games, they are not. They're just
And in real life.
Abominations.
abominations.
All
right.
They just do a lot of meth.
So you are going to try to fill his lungs with water.
And one fish.
And exactly one fish. A pike?
Yeah, what kind of fish?
All right, so go ahead.
Fish.
Go ahead and give me a roll.
Crap!
Okay, under my power, right?
Yeah.
I got a 10 under my 75.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
That is an extreme success.
An orca comes leaping out of his
Technically not a fish.
Mammal.
Oh, well, yeah, no, you're right. That's way more fun. But it's not a fish. Thanks, science.
Whale
Thanks,
shark.
Stephen
Whale
Harkins.
shark is a fish and bigger than an orca. There you go.
I don't know, but they're all, ineffective and gummy, though. Whale sharks.
Ooh, a blobfish? You summon a blobfish into it?
Oh, okay,
I
cool.
want to
It's
say
a piranha.
Why can't it be a sailfish?
So it costs you 8 magic points.
Yes.
And it will cost you sand as well.
Oh, right.
A herd of pufferfish.
You forgot about that part.
What
Okay.
could be a sailfish?
So you take 10 points.
10 points.
Oh.
Balls.
Do you have any left?
Is it a sailfish?
Yeah. How much do you have?
And I want to,
23.
I have 19.
Jesus.
I just, before we
You're
get,
raving mad.
Nuh-uh.
so you do this to this, you fill its lungs, you hear its lungs fill up, and it keeps going, and it comes out of its mouth as usual, and then the water comes out of its eyeballs, and it pushes its eyeballs forward out of its skull. And then this huge, weird looking fish comes crawling out of this thing. It's not like a normal fish. It's
Comes crawling out?
crawling out of
Okay.
it, pulls itself out, and then it starts to attach itself to your throat, and you start to fall back
That was
into
stupid.
you start to fall into this unconscious dream state
Okay.
where this fish is just slowly enveloping your face and eating you.
Okay.
And you just stand there in the middle of the bazaar screaming your head off as you feel like you're being eaten by this thing.
Okay.
And Sci-Fi T-Rex got that tier for you. He says you deserve it. All right. So, thank you, Sci-Fi T-Rex, for your donation.
You got
we appreciate it.
quadoed?
So glad you're back.
He totally got quadoed. He's in the middle. You guys can hear him. He's, well, kind of. It's more, you know.
And then there's all these ducks.
There's all these damn ducks and someone let out pig. And every once in a while, you know, it's massacre at Old McDonald's Farm.
No turkeys.
No turkeys.
Camel still standing there.
So that brings us back up to the top.
I mean, okay, so
You see your mom going towards you. You see him on the ground.
right, but what's like, in what way? So these two ghouls are bent over, like trying to eat him.
Yes.
They're not trying.
They're not trying. They're sticking their finger in open
What
sores.
I'm wondering is if I was Magnus and these were the two ghouls, if I could come up, get a really big swing, and just try and go for 2 heads.
It would have to be a really good success.
Okay, let's try it.
Okay, I want to do it.
No, that's a 66.
No, but it's a success.
Just a normal success.
Just a normal success.
Okay, so you can hit one of them unless they, and I'm going to give them a negative because they're enjoying the
Great.
The fruits
Hopefully
of
I can at
Magnus.
least hit one.
fruits of
and knock
Magnus.
that head into the other one, and the other one's like, hey,
Don't do that with my friend's head.
that is a little upsetting to me.
All right, so what kind of success did you get? Just a normal?
Yeah, 66 under my 70.
Okay, so you hit. Go ahead and give me damage.
9.
9 damage.
Okay.
That's in his head.
So this one, you slice into like the back of its head and do, you know, probably cut off a little chunk of its skull.
Some deli meat.
Some deli
That's
meat.
my uncle. I don't want to do that.
And it kind of turns around and it's going to try to get at your stomach, which is still very tender.
You have a tender stomach.
Tender stomach. Well, remember
What's
last time we played, you got attacked and hit in the stomach.
I remember getting attacked. I just don't remember where.
You were
Wow.
almost evibrated.
Okay, I got an extreme success. So
That's okay. That's easy to beat. You should push it.
What? I haven't done anything yet. I don't have a shield anymore, so I will dodge. I did not dodge.
no dodge for you. Would you like to push? Is there any
We
more
have no
pushes?
push tokens.
We have no pushes.
There's no more pushes.
No more pushes.
Pushes.
Species.
Well,
Bye.
Nope.
I've just added to this one's meal.
So you're running towards your daughter.
Uh-huh.
You take 4 points.
Oh.
Not terrible.
No, I have 8 now, Don.
Don, did you update my sanity to 19? Thank you.
Oh, you didn't give me a rank.
I don't believe him. Look at his eyes. These are lying eyes. They're kind eyes.
Like a doll's eyes.
Okay,
This is
so
going weird directions.
Like a horse's eyes. Those are lying horses.
Dull eyes. Dull horse.
so
dull.
you're in between
Dull
the two.
horse.
You see the ghouls attacking Magnus, and you see
A baby fish man eating my face.
crawling around his head and eating his face.
Get in you.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
More like a Thor, Odin.
Well, so which one am I closest to?
I'm going to say you're equally.
Oh, don't even. Which one am I closer to?
So I'm going to say 1, 2, 3, Grimir. You're closer to Grimir.
So I'm gonna go try and get this thing off of Grimir.
No, I was rolling
On a scale of 1 to Grimir.
Shut up. All right, so you're going to go try to get this thing off his head as he's standing there screaming. All right.
Ah,
Okay. I'm sure I have. I don't know. Well, I have my axe, but I don't have a dagger. or
You
anything.
can grab it.
Yeah, I'll
pull
grab
it
it
off
and
its
try
head.
and pull it off of him.
All right, cool. So you grab this thing, and it's all like weird feeling, and like and you start to pull, and it comes. It kind of detaches from its face, and there's all of these like little marks of little suction cups on its face. Can you give me a sand check, please?
4. I'm totally
You're
okay
like,
with this.
nah, fuck it.
Pretty normal.
Finish.
All right, so yeah, she pulls this off, and suddenly you're back. You're not screaming anymore. You are incredibly dazed though, because you've taken such a mental hit. Now, are you going to obviously continue forward? Okay, so that brings us back up to the top. All right. You just took, 4 the last round? Mm-hmm. Okay. And this thing is in front of you. There's one off to the side. You've hurt the one in front of you.
So I've just heard it. It's still up, though.
Yeah. Sorry.
I think probably wait, so one of them is now focused on me. The other one is still focused on him. Is that true? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I will probably... I think what I would like to do is try and grab the one that's focused on him.
Night
Nice,
Steve.
Steve.
Thank you for the
Thank you,
donation.
Thank you.
Hey, thank you.
And
you.
try and throw it at the one who's coming after me. Or as much.
Well, okay, so you're over the 2 of them. He's lying down.
Right.
You've already hit one in the back of the head.
Right.
And then it's sliced up at your gut. You're like right in front of it. So you want to grab one and throw it.
I want to grab one and throw it. Yeah, like that.
That's definitely like a brawl.
Okay.
And with your strength, you can do it.
67 under my 71 for ball.
Okay, so you grab it. I'm going to give it a chance to like block you. No, so you grab it.
Yay!
Give me a strength check. I just want to see how much you succeed by.
68 under 90.
So you push it off enough to kind of knock this one over a little bit, and they both start standing up to come towards you. So they've stopped nibbling on him. Okay,
Yeah.
nibbling. Okay, so nibbling. No, it's not nibbling.
It's different.
Actively using their nipples.
Okay, so they're gonna leap towards you and try to take you out. Okay, so the first one. Oh, before we go any further, I should put this out. Nightsteed was very nice and gave you guys 3 new pushes.
Oh, thank you, Night Steve.
Thank you, Night
Thank
Steve.
you very much.
Good guy.
Yay.
As you can see, we need that.
Yes. So, let me see. It hits you. It got a regular success unless you can dodge it.
Dodge. Ooh, that's a 3.
Oh yeah, no problem.
I dodged real good.
It flies right by you. Like, whoa, shit.
Yeah, it's sort of like the Matrix. I just see it and so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so the second one's gonna try to get you. I rolled a hard success.
Hope I don't dodge right into this one. I think I might 53 over my 47.
Do you want to push or do you want to take the damage?
Oh la la.
It's a real Sophie's choice.
It's I don't have a 50. I have less than 50%, or like it's higher than that. No, I won't push.
You won't push. Okay.
I don't think it's worth it.
You take 4 points.
What? 1, 2.
Now, is that more than half your hit points right now?
Like, am I under more than half my hit points?
No. Did you take more than half your hit points that you have right now? So did you have 8 points?
Oh yeah, I did. Okay.
Okay. So that is.
Major wound.
I have 4 points now for my health.
So go ahead and just.
Wait, when we take more than half of what our current?
Yeah, whatever
or it
your
was our
current hit
total?
points is in 1 hit.
Oh.
So if we have 2 hit points and we take 1 hit point, that's a
You
major
might
wound?
have a major wound. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So you just tick the wound box at this point.
You do?
Yeah, that's it. Oh, okay. And then give me a con check. So we got to see if you. You need to make it.
Uh-oh.
You need,
91.
yeah. You fall unconscious because of the major wound.
She'd like to push it, I think.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so then as you rip this thing off, you look around and you see her dodge one very artfully, like woo, and then the other one hits her, and she falls. She just falls on top of Magnus.
Nice family pile.
And
Dog
then,
pile.
and then you notice the one that missed her goes the opposite way, kind of just leaves them. And you notice as you look around that there are no other, several people have been killed in the crowd, like probably 20. And there's just the one standing over Brenna. But there doesn't seem to be any, all the rest of them have seemed to disappear from the crowd.
Okay.
Your reaction? I mean, you can also react, Grimia. What
I'm
would you like
running
to do?
towards the one that's standing
Okay.
over there now.
What are you
I just
gonna
got
do?
a fish off my face, but I'm going to, with single-minded determination, continue on towards Magnus.
Okay,
And then I will invent sushi. If there's time.
if there's time. Okay, so this thing looks like it's about to try to do a killing blow as you get up to it. I'm going to go ahead and give you an attack. And you get an advantage because it doesn't see you coming up behind it.
56 under my 64, so
Okay.
regular success.
All right. So let's see. So yeah, you hit it. Go ahead and do damage.
Four.
Okay. So you hit it, and instead of trying to strike back at you, it starts to run off into one of the alleyways and disappear like the other one did.
Okay.
And you notice that, like I said, they've left this huge amount of carnage. They wounded these two. They probably could have killed them, but didn't. So you want to give first aid rolls
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
stabilize them?
Yeah.
You're okay, you're just unconscious. But he needs to be stabilized.
You're probably better at first aid than I am.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll try and stabilize.
How do I get woken up? Just if I wake up?
I
They-
do
yeah, they would
stabilize-
wake you
I
up.
stabilize Magnus,
You still have your 4 points. You just got knocked unconscious.
so he gets one back. I stabilize Magnus.
Yeah, he gets one back. So you have 1 point.
So should I roll for her too?
No, you can just
She's-
wake her up. But you can
Okay.
you can do a first aid roll, and I'll give her a point back as well.
Yes.
Yay.
I make it 42 under my 71.
Thank you. Now I have 5 hit points, Dom.
Hey, Dom, I'm at 1.
Okay, so as the I guess the shock of the fight kind of dissipates, and people, they start hauling the dead away from the bazaar and picking up carts and stuff like that.
Did the ghouls even take any of their meat?
They'll wait till they go to be buried.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they'll wait until they're all,
Because they want them to be decomposed a little bit.
Yep. Yeah. You guys were just a means to the end. That's why you figure out relatively quickly they didn't kill you because you were gonna cause help cause more chaos, which is what they wanted, as much as possible.
Yes.
All right. So what do you guys want to do as everyone is?
I want to find Musa.
I want to book it.
Yeah, I want to
Run
book
away!
it. I want to book it, but I also want to find Musa.
Take one of the ducks.
You find him down by the docks. He goes, "Friends, I thought you were dead. Are you okay?"
Where were you during the fight?
"Right next to you." I said, "Let's leave."
That was when it was in the middle of everything. At the beginning, why were you outside the gate?
"My dear woman, I'm a merchant, not a swordsman.
How did you know?
I saw them.
And that was enough to tell you.
I've been around these parts long enough.
How do I know you're not in league with them?
I don't know how to convince you either way."
Kill him.
I can call Nyagtha. We can offer him up as a
No.
sacrifice for information.
In the middle of the bazaar.
Seemed to go well for
No, I
you.
don't. I just don't trust Musa, and I don't know if I want him back on our boat.
Kill him.
"I'm sorry. I thought you guys understood that I am no warrior."
I know you're not a warrior, but you knew.
"I did, and I tried to get Grimir to leave as well."
Is that true, Grimir?
Yes, he did. It seemed very suspicious.
"But then I came back in when I found a way out and told you, let's go this way to get out."
Kill him. Feed him to the ghouls.
It's pretty fucking hardcore. Anyway. "What more do you want from me? I've told you the truth. I've been honest with you this entire time."
Find another boat. You're not going on ours.
"That's what you wish." And he walks away.
You're getting off lucky.
What was he with us for? He just wanted to.
He was,
Travel?
they met up with this group of merchants and he offered to go with you guys to Baghdad.
Right.
As
was
a
he
guide.
helpful in some? Oh, as a guide.
Yeah.
He really hasn't been much help.
He hasn't impressed them much. So
After all the mayhem, can I have picked up a new shield?
not
Not here.
here, no.
Okay. Maybe in Baghdad.
Possibly.
a
And it
bigger
won't
city.
be like the shield that you're used to using.
Yeah.
It'll be a different type of shield. So are you guys just going to leave automatically?
I mean, we'll take our stuff.
Yeah, we'll provision up, but we're
Okay. So you guys sail away. Yeah, I knew when I said it.
Can help heal me, patch my back eye.
Sorry.
Yeah. Can I roll?
Can I have a cool little handkerchief on my back?
You want to put like some kind of
Hey
An eye
Grimir, look,
patch
I'm
on
you.
his
Like I
shoulder.
draw a stupid face on my back.
How do you draw a face on your back?
slowly.
I get beer nuts to do it.
inaccurately.
Bearden would do it.
we're gonna have to go somewhere safe to recover because we're beat up. All of us are pretty.
Well,
beat
you're
up.
only a few days out from Baghdad, so
I feel fine.
Can I use first aid to heal him? Is that how that
no, you
Okay.
can because in Call of Cthulhu, if you guys wanted to take a break and say we're gonna stay someplace for a few weeks and heal up, then you would be able to get a lot of points back. But usually, like chat will give you guys points. That's why you've been able to kind of keep things
Right.
going.
I just didn't know if I could use first aid that way.
You can I let you guys use it to like stabilize and get a point back usually. So you guys sail away from this.
Yeah, I want to get away from the ghouls as
Right.
Yeah.
much as possible.
For sure,
I think
for
we,
sure.
we killed almost all of them. All but what, 2? Or 3?
Yes.
You killed
lot of them got
as
away.
many as you
Yeah.
saw.
Yeah, a lot of them ran
Yeah.
off.
Yeah.
Are you in
So-
an OFT?
You guys travel for a couple more days, and you see this large city across this. The lake intersects with this huge river that's the Tigris. and you see a lot of different boats and stuff in the harbor of Baghdad, and a really relatively good size port city. And compared to a lot of the places in this area, this is a relatively new new city. It's only been here for a couple of 100 years. So you guys start to sail up towards the docks, and you're able to put there, able to dock your boat and tie it up. And this is the first time you feel like you haven't been around the ghouls in a few days. You're tired and beat up pretty badly. Do you guys want to try to get a place to sleep, or are you going to sleep outside the town?
I imagine we camp.
Camp?
Yeah, we're not townsfolk.
You're not townsfolk. Okay.
So yeah, we'll probably find a place to sleep. Maybe
Yeah.
trade for some provisions.
They
Ask
might
all these
seek out
folks.
one of their healers or something for herbs.
You
or
can get like
poultices.
herbs and things like that. Like I said, unless you guys say we're going to stay in
Yeah.
Baghdad for a while,
We're gonna stay near Baghdad
No,
for a
in-
while.
well, yes.
anywhere
Yes.
that you can convalesce is basically what I'm saying.
Okay.
But that's up to you guys. So you guys start camping outside. It is, the temperature's like decent, and you guys are. You don't have any more people with you that are not familiar, so you don't have any more guides or anything, or Musa or whatever. What do you want to do after all of this?
Rest.
I mean, rest. Fix anything on the boat that needs to be fixed. Like just kind of regroup and
Okay.
get a new shield and stuff like that.
I mean, I have 1 hit point, so
Yeah,
yeah,
kinda-
he can't go anywhere.
you can't go.
You
anywhere.
probably shouldn't do anything too strenuous.
Right. So you
Yeah.
guys do this.
I'm just gonna hang out in the pinch for a while.
It's dark down there.
Is there anyone that I could, I don't know, ask about the city or the book or?
Okay.
who
Yeah,
might
absolutely.
know
They've got
stuff?
like a library here and learned people.
Library.
I'm tired.
Yeah, I think I want to know a little more if they know where this book came from.
Okay. So do you go and show them the book?
No, I tell them about it.
Okay.
I'm not going to trust anyone with precious.
Have you checked on the book?
I was assuming it was in my satchel.
When you go and look for it, it's not there.
Grew legs.
Musa.
Probably.
That son of a...
Did you tell us that it's not there?
Yeah, I tell you.
Grimir, at this mental state, this makes you very upset.
What do you mean it's gone?
Should we go after it or him?
When would he possibly have taken it from you?
I don't know.
Probably during the battle.
Probably. I knew I didn't trust him. I knew not to trust him.
How long has it been since we left?
Been
him?
about 3 days. Because she hasn't checked on it till you guys start camping.
Told you to kill him.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
I told you to kill him. You could have married someone better, but you didn't.
This is all on you.
It seems as though it is lost. Maybe it's for the best. Maybe we'll find his body at some point with the book. It seems to be causing all sorts of problems.
I'm sure when we get to the City of Pillars, he'll be there.
Well, then we can take it back from him then.
Okay.
Good points all around.
Okay. So, do you still want to go to the library?
I mean,
Do we know where the City of Pillars is?
I do.
He does.
You do.
It's
He has a light
it's
trail.
I
from
see.
where you guys are right now. Like the Tigris and the Euphrates they kind of go like this, and then the whole middle part has a lot of ancient cities from Mesopotamia that have, in Mesopotamia, that from Babylon and everything like that have fallen a long time ago. That's why this particular city, Baghdad, is relatively new, right?
Compared to the rest of the region.
Compared to the rest of the region. And he's got a sense of like he can see a line to the area that he's supposed to go.
Okay.
So from Baghdad is like one of the last kind of civilization bastions before you guys start going into the older areas of the region.
Our villages will be few and far between, and
Probably.
when we find them, they'll be tiny.
Right.
Okay. We don't really need to read up on it.
Yeah, I mean, I might want to just ask about what they might know about the book, or what they might, why would he have wanted to steal it so badly? And
Okay. So would you go with her? Because she doesn't, you have some information about it.
Don't you share your plans to
Yeah.
do that? Sure.
because I don't know these people with book learning.
Yeah.
You do.
Yeah.
So you guys walk in, and the first thing that you feel is totally like country bumpkin kind of thing, where everybody's dressed very nicely. This is a huge library. You've never seen anything like it. They've
Yeah.
got the vaulted ceilings and the rows and rows of books and everything else. And I figured you guys aren't going with them, or are you? Okay. You're convalescing, and you're probably guarding your uncle.
But we're like guarding him.
They are able to find, somebody to translate.
We have her up, right?
Yeah, you have Harab.
Yeah.
True. So, ask away. What questions do you have for the
Well, I ask if they've heard of
librarian?
this book, if they know of the book.
There are many strange tomes that are like, there's one copy because it was written by one person who never got it republished. So we've heard of many of these magical books. I mean, how much do you tell them about it?
I'm not sure. I don't want to be I want to be a little guarded about it.
Okay. But do you tell them things like it's written in several different languages?
Yeah, it would probably be descriptive about it without revealing too much of its weird properties.
Yeah.
Okay. He kind of looks. Oh, okay. So I've heard of a strange book that has different writings. Like, it goes from Greek to maybe an old version of Egyptian, and then to French or something like that.
Maybe.
Mid sentence.
Yes.
I've heard of this book before. And he goes, there are only a few copies of it. Now, legend says that it was written. One second. Legend says that it was written about 100 years after the founding of Islam. So, not like about 100 years ago, by a man who was traveling by with a insane sorcerer named I can't remember, Abdul or something. It was like did it read almost like a journal, like he was traveling with someone?
Perhaps, from what I had been able to interpret.
Fortunately, we don't have a copy of that book, but we've heard that I have heard of it before.
Have you heard of madness associated with this book?
There are tales of, not associated with that book, but I have heard that there are certain books that can drive people insane.
Weird. Perhaps lesser people.
Have you had bouts of insanity? Have you seen things you can't explain? Or
Yeah, but it seems to be just part of the landscape out here.
there are odd things that happen for sure. We live in a very colorful world.
Yeah, a lot of colors.
So I wish if you give me a few days, I might be able to get some research on this book you are talking about. Maybe could help.
I would appreciate that.
Are you staying in city or no?
No.
Just outside the city.
We'll come back in 3 days, let's say, and we will. I'll hopefully have some more answers for you. Yeah. So, do you look at any of these books, or do you guys go? Most of these books are going to be in Arabic.
Yeah,
so-
I'm more focused on, the continuing on.
And the only book that matters.
right.
Yeah.
So, are you kind of do you kind of believe what she's saying, where you think that you'll run into the book again?
I'm less worried about the book at this point and more focused on the
Getting there.
city. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
The book seems like now I know where the city is, and I feel
Right,
like
absolutely.
I don't need the book.
You've grown beyond it.
Yes.
So you guys go back, and you are doing that.
Is he
Is there
still doing
anything
that?
else you guys want to do, or do you want to jump forward the 3 days?
I mean, I'm sure we would. I would also want to get another shield. We'd re-provision probably some.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can probably,
Some ducks.
Sharpen our weapons.
if you explain to them what kind of shields you guys usually use, you could probably get a
Big shield.
you get a round shield.
big.
Yeah. So they can make you a shield, definitely. So if you want to mark down that you guys have a new shield.
Do you need a new shield?
Got a new shield.
I still have 7 points left on my shield.
You don't want a new one?
It's watch one.
Just in
You don't want to like
case.
repair yours?
It's
Yes.
which one?
Get it back up to full?
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's do that.
Repair it.
Get a shield patching kit?
They sell those at
On eBay.
Yeah.
Yeah, shield patching.
A
kit.
shield
patching
patching kit.
eBay. It's
We
one of the
invented that.
shops nearby.
We
It's in the
invented
bay.
So,
E section.
E section of the bay.
at the same time, just out, just so you know, the book probably has the biggest pull on you more than them because you've been with it longer. So you wouldn't be like apathetic about it or whatever, or just like whatever. You definitely have this urge to have the book in your presence. They don't know as much about it as you.
Sure.
I'm not saying that it's a driving force or that it's going to be something that you have to go find, but it would be on your mind that you wouldn't mind having it back.
Okay.
Kind of thing.
All right. So I'm a bit withdrawn then.
Right. So if you guys get your shields taken care of, I'm going to say you get back for the 3 days. Let's say you get back another point. So you're up to 2. Everybody can get a point back
Yay!
for the 3 days of rest that you get.
I have 6 now.
I have 7.
We all have 1 point more, Dom,
Not me.
except for Jordan or Grimur.
It's both of us, actually.
What?
Where'd Jordan go?
Don't worry about it.
Dun dun dun.
We should ask Gita.
What?
She's right beside you. Don't worry about it.
All right. So you guys go back to the library, and he takes you to this like reading area kind of off to the side where you guys can talk, and he says, well, I've done my research, and I found out the things that I found out about it are, as with anything in the occult, rumors at best. But we feel like this is the best kind of thing that we can come up with. 1 second, let me look what I'm looking for, because why would this make sense? There we go. So, Abdul, and I'm going to say it wrong. Al-Hazred, was the companion that he was always speaking of. He would just call him Abdul. He wrote this vile tome about creatures from beyond. It was called the Book of the Dead, or the Necronomicon. And the person that was with him, the author of the book that you have said you were interested in, was Yazdegerd, which is Yazdgerd, the third.
Because that's a name you want to pass down.
Yeah, it's a popular
Well,
name.
Rumor has it that he was the final ruler of an empire of this region before it was defeated by Islam and brought into brought under the one God. The Sasanian Empire fell over 200 years ago. So the rumor is that he followed Abdul to get more information about these creatures, but for some reason the author of the book that you're talking about seems to be immortal, or at least has an extended life. So that's the information we were able to find.
What creatures was it after? You said something about creatures.
Well, I've not seen a copy of the Necronomicon. I've heard about it. It was written in this region, and it's supposed to be a book of sin, a book of blasphemy that talks of gods from both beyond the stars and trapped under the sea, and that these things are always around us, but there are not many copies of that book, thankfully, that I know of.
This is
I would imagine that
interesting.
I would imagine that his companion, even though the book is not as dangerous maybe as the Necronomicon, I'm sure that book is probably potent with power, because it was written by an immortal sorcerer.
Wait, which book?
The book you were looking for.
I thought you said that book was the Necronomicon.
No. No, it was written
There are two
by
books.
a companion of the guy who wrote the Necronomicon.
Yeah, Abdul was the author of the
Necronomicon.
Necronomicon.
Right.
His companion
Right.
wrote the
Was
book
one who
that
wrote the-
you
yes,
have.
Yes. That makes
Which
sense.
is basically a journal full of his thoughts of the trip and spells he learned and things like that,
I see.
which is what you learned. And because remember, he talked about like Abdul
Right.
going to the sand dune and looking out over the desert and saying that the world was just a small speck in the greater.
Now, if you ever came in possession of a copy of this
Well-
book, what What would you do as a library? Would you keep it?
We
you
would
destroy it?
We would more than likely destroy it. It is
Interesting librarian.
well, we follow Islam, and such a book would be horrible to corrupt the minds of. These kind of books are dangerous, and it's not just somebody writing about, lovemaking or violence or something that might. This is about magic and evil, dark things that affect the world. Now, I've never seen any of these books. I've only heard of them. So I don't know. Maybe I wouldn't burn it. It would be difficult. I know that my religion would make me feel that this particular book was evil, but I might hold on to it and put it in a vault deep down somewhere, because it is knowledge, even if it's a knowledge I don't want to admit to or see.
Well, thank you for your time and for your research.
Well, good luck. And if you find the book, I do suggest getting rid of it.
Not keeping it.
Destroying it if you can.
Not putting it in a vault somewhere.
Well, those choices are up to you.
Well, thank you.
Okay. So you go back and relay this information?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
Basically, he said we should keep it if we find it.
Why?
He didn't say.
That's not what he said.
It's pretty close. I mean, I'm paraphrasing. I didn't want to bore them with the details, but he said it's important to keep
He
it.
said he would recommend destroying it.
Does seem like a good thing to do.
He kind of waffled back and forth on that point, I think. It was hard to tell. Like, I
So
don't know that was a clear...
Basically, we get to choose.
Yeah, but with maybe, like, we're leaning towards not doing that.
I think that's just you.
I'm just wondering, would I be under the spell of the
What?
book, or would I think this thing is evil from
I
what I had
think,
seen
well,
in it?
I think Grimir would probably be the most affected because you've had it the least amount of time.
Right.
So, and plus you guys have been away from it now for a couple of days. So as you kind of more space comes between you and the book, less of a hold will.
Okay.
How's
will
Broggy
happen.
doing?
Yeah.
Broggy is not happy about because they
Being
were
tied
on
up
the
for
ship.
a week and a half.
Well, you guys didn't keep him tied up that long. At some
We
point,
haven't?
you would have he would have calmed down enough
To not kill us.
Yeah,
to
Yeah.
not kill you.
Okay.
But, and then, because after a while, if you guys talk to him enough, which I assume is what you guys would have done, you are right. You guys were starving. It's not like you went out and killed someone and ate them just for fun.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's a point that he would have to take at some point,
Yeah.
We starve him until he.
We'll show him what it's like.
Yeah.
And then he'll be like us.
Join us. But the ghouls really feel that you're one of them.
Yeah, well,
They're
dumb.
misguided.
But that also may be because of the book.
Right.
Yeah.
Or because, they don't seem very smart.
And they just go, oh, they look like us.
Yeah.
We don't look like them.
We don't.
I know. That's why they're dumb.
Yeah.
So this is actually a good place for us to wrap it up. And then we get together. Wait, next week, you are not going to be here. You are not going to be here.
Correct.
Dom is not going to be here. But
What?
I
This
will
is
be
madness.
here. Megan
I'll
will be
be
here.
here.
Michelle will be here. And Broggy will be here. Nick will be here.
And Gita will be
Gita.
here.
And Gita will be here. And so we will start the game off with them, and we will move forward.
So I'm guessing we'll stay in Baghdad till we're healed.
Well, yeah,
Couple weeks.
that's what I was kind of. We'll figure it out.
Okay.
We'll figure it out. So thank you guys very much for watching. It was I had a fun time with the ghouls and eating and that good stuff.
Eating stuff.
Eating stuff.
Food
I
is
didn't-
good.
I want to go
Stuff.
on record as saying I did not have a good time.
Yeah.
I mean, I had a good time.
You
Ben-
lost an eye.
But
Ben had a good
Magnus-
time.
But you had an
Magnus
eye
did
to
not have-
spare.
It's true. I was treated like a luncheon platter.
And you might grow
In
it
the
back.
extras area.
Knowing the weirdness, you might grow it back.
Or
You
a
never
new
know.
one.
It might be somewhere
In a whole
else.
other place.
Fantastic. Here's hoping from above.
Jordan.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
where'd
I'm
you
sorry.
come from, Jordan?
Jesus, Jordan.
Oh, man.
Tell people.
I regret this now.
All of it. So join us next week. Thank you for donating and listening to the story and everything. Is anything before we go? I know anything going on? Anybody wants to announce or say any loot crate stuff? Anything cool? Well, you got the shirt on, so
I do have my shirt on.
Loot crate?
loot crate.
I've run out of clothing. Well, if you're a fan of the Fallout series of video games, I would suggest going to lootcrate.com/fallout right now because you can sign up for more information on our Fallout crate, which we will be announcing shortly. I can't say exactly when, but I can say shortly. And I would recommend if you have any interest in it, do sign up on the emails because that will sell out super fast. Because the last time we did it, it broke our website.
Wow.
'Cause people love Fallout. Who knows?
That's awesome.
Wow,
Who
yeah.
knew?
I actually have to start. I got
And speak.
several
Can't even
hours
say.
into Fallout, and
4?
then I was like, okay, I need a break from this, and so it's been a while. So I
Fallout
might
4
need
is
to
a
go.
lot.
It's
Yeah,
a
it's
big
huge.
game.
It's a lot. Fallout 3 was great. Fallout 4 was pushing it.
Yeah.
Wait till Fallout 4 VR comes out.
Oh,
Because
wow.
that's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Do you still have all the building stuff you can do?
Yep, you can do everything from Fallout in Fallout 4, but it doesn't feel
I
nauseating.
just imagine
but it's all in scale. So like, I had a death claw coming at me in VR,
God.
and I'm like, oh no.
I
That
could
game
just
already
imagine,
scared me.
if you got really addicted to one of those VR games,
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't play like Resident Evil 7 or
Oh, God.
whatever. I'd be like,
If I play a game like Fallout for too long, I already go out into the world and I'm like, oh, I need to pick those.
Harvest plant.
Harvest those plants over there. And I'm like, nope. So I imagine in VR it's only 20 times worse.
Yeah, but you do get to pet. Pet dog meat,
Cute.
Cool.
which is really cool.
So
I would be
the
willing to try this.
I've bought the new enhanced version of Skyrim. I've played Skyrim already, and I was like, oh, I'll get this, and I just know that once I start playing it, it's going to be a total time suck. So at this point, I'm like,
Well, you should have waited. You should have waited until the Christmas season 2017 when PSVR Skyrim comes out.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not going to.
Which is also sweet.
VR scares me as in it would be so addicting that they'd just find me on the floor, tripped over something, dead, or my eyes burn.
They have
out.
haptic on the Move controllers.
Oh, that's
That's
cool.
awesome.
So when you pull the bowstring back, it actually
You feel
like
it?
vibrates.
It doesn't make you sick. I feel like it would make me sick. Although I've only tried the like cell phone shitty VR.
No, because
stuff.
you can fully control how you're moving, so you can move this and you walk, as opposed to the teleportation that a lot of VR has.
That's awesome. So
Anyway,
I'd rather have like a room in which I like literally walk.
Can walk
I know
into the walls.
I'd walk into the wall and be like,
and they're
oh,
like
go that way.
made out of like balloons or something.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh,
Like balloon walls, you
You
know.
have like a treadmill essentially that moves in any direction that
That's-
you go. That you just are attached.
That's
to.
what I want. A treadmill that goes in any direction.
You
Yep.
look like such a nerd.
I know.
Yeah,
I'm
but-
but who cares
doesn't
at that
matter.
point? That's like, I'm such a nerd.
exercise.
I'm on a Nordic track and
Yeah, but you're getting exercise in like this whole new world. You're
Yeah, but
walking
how do you
around,
do that
it's
when a
so
zombie is
cool.
attacking you? Like, oh, I'm on
Run!
a. Ah!
You
Getting-
need to run, and then you prepare for the actual zombie apocalypse.
I think you're giving way too much dex points to nerds. Because I would be on my ass within a few minutes. Like, fuck, I'm dead.
Everything can change.
Yes, true. So thank you guys very much for joining us right now. And I mentioned that those chairs are terrible. I mentioned this last week. If you go to Patreon, look up Plate Mail Games, you can get 2 tracks every month. I usually do 2 to 4 tracks a month. It's $1 per 2 tracks, so it's only 50 cents a track. So check it out. And thank you very much. We will be here next week. And thank you for watching. Bye.
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 Bye.